let's talk about the Phoenix Suns first, obviously. That's the biggest deal of the trade deadline. Where does this put Phoenix? Does anybody think that they're going to be championship contenders right away? I personally don't think so. I think I'm not one of those people that look at a team on paper and says that they're going to win a chip. I need to see how the pieces work. I need to see how the offense works. KD, I don't have a problem with. I know you can put KD anywhere he's going to play, right? But the problem that I have with this team is their depth is gone. Their defense is pretty much sapped. They're going to have to go get some cheap pieces on the buyout market. Yep. So, yeah, you got Booker, you got KD and Ayton and all that. Okay, but you need a bench to win a championship. So, thoughts on KD? What do y'all think of the deal? And do y'all think that they got a legit shot?
I think they got the best deal of everyone because they have KD and they have him for years. He already has a signed contract.
4 years on his contract.
And he's going to be around for a while. So even if they don't win in the immediate this season.
And Booker got what, 3 on his contract?
I'm not.
He has multi-year deals. Yeah, he has a multi-year.
But no, so they have a team that's going to contend for a couple of years. Like you said, no bench, so they might not go that far this year, but that's something I could fix in the offseason. And having KD, Booker, and
before they
Ayton,
even talk about fixing it, like you tell me who's going to deal with KD and Booker.
Yo, Beth, that shit crazy.
On Saturday! It's All Even with your boy Barry Grant. You can catch me on Instagram and Twitter at All Even Podcasts. You can listen to the show on Megaphone as well as Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. I'm all over the place, man. And trust me, go to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, like, share, and comment, send it everywhere. Tell a friend because the page is growing, baby. Also, hit that Grid Network, like, share, and comment as well. Claw, how you doing?
Fantastic.
On the ones and twos. The silent assassin. What's up, Nicole? Jimmy, the super intern. Absolutely. You haven't been here in a couple weeks. Listen, your PTO is starting to get a little questionable too. I ain't gonna hold you. You've been hanging out with Claw a little bit too much, fam. You know what I'm saying?
I'll show you the way.
There's a reason why we called him Otto Von Ruthless. That's his AKA. Don't be like him.
Hoorah.
Well, we got some other people in the building. What's up? Chili McFreeze? Chili McFreeze in the building? What's up, man? Phil?
What's going on?
What's up, Phil? Oh, and the band one is what I like to call him. The band one.
Bandit.
Put that horn away.
Shouts to Casso. What's going on, man?
Chilling, baby.
Eh? What's going on? I know you had to pull up here today.
You know that.
I know. You had.
Top of this, man. Knicks, man.
Nah, listen, we ain't gonna talk about them Knicks.
You gotta talk about the Knicks, man.
We ain't gonna talk about the Knicks. Six was good.
What's good, bro?
How you doing?
Favorite time of the year, man.
Absolutely.
Super
Super Bowl weekend is here, people. There's a lot to discuss. You know, I don't want to give you I don't want to give you no intro right now because you in enemy territory today.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
What's up, Al? What's up, Al? You know.
How you doing?
I'm fine. How you doing? I know your team is good. Your team is fine. You in here, but it's gonna be a long day for you. Pause. You know what I mean?
Nah, we good.
You good?
Yeah, like yo, like last week I had to take a little trip down south, and I got detoured, right by Lincoln Financial, and I sat there and I said, you know what? It's a sign from God.
Pull a mic closer to you. Pull the mic closer to you, man. You know what I mean?
Put the mic a little closer.
Yeah.
I said it's a sign from God. We won. So whatever money you putting on my bookie, make sure you put it on the Eagles.
Who?
Who? Yeah, we
don't
what?
They're
bad at that.
Who? Yeah. What we talking about? Who? What we talking about? Bunch of owls in here. What we talking about?
And delete that, whatever you take, but place your bets wherever you place your bets.
Facts.
On
You
the
place your bets wherever you want to place your bets at.
That's a new place.
You know what I'm saying? Place your bets wherever you want to place your bets at. But yo, we got lots to talk about today, right? Super Bowl weekend, like I said, is upon us. We definitely going to have to break down that game and see what's going on there. There's some outside stuff going on. It's always around Super Bowl time. Something always happens, right? There's a whole Michael Irving situation that's going on. We're going to talk about that. NFL honors. We're going to talk about the NFL honors, the NFL awards. Russell Wilson. You know, people used to call him fraudish. But
It might be fraud.
now we might got something on paper.
That's my nigga
You know what I'm saying?
Sam Likely.
I ain't gonna hold you, man. Like it's looking a little shady for him right now.
Crazy, bro.
NBA trade deadline. We're gonna talk about, you know, the winners and losers. There's a lot of things that happen with the deadline.
Hey,
What?
hey.
Yeah.
Listen, man, don't bring your Knicks stuff in here. There's a lot of Knicks fans in here too as well. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it, man. I don't like it. And obviously we have the irrelevant news of the week we gotta talk about. And then the greatest segment on the planet, Dummy of the Week. Dummy. Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
But before I get into that, did y'all hear about what the hell what's the movie theater? Hold on. I want to
AMC?
Yes. AMC is charging extra for seats now. So if you want to be in the middle or the back, you got to pay extra for that. And if you in the front, you get a discount or you pay less.
They doing airline shit.
What makes them think that people going to be happy with that and pay that? I'm going to just go to Regal. I got a Regal up the street. I'm not going to no AMC.
They're gonna charge you to check a bag next.
Facts.
It's gonna be like Spirit
Facts.
Airlines. They charge you for everything.
You see, I don't know about y'all. I respect that hustle though.
How?
I respect that hustle.
I respect the hustle, but
I respect.
are they going to make money? Because people got options, bro.
I put it to you like this: you're concerned about paying the extra for the seat that you want, and you're not thinking about how Regal is looking at it for the people who aren't concerned and are willing to pay less for the seats you don't want.
I mean, that's a good point, but me personally,
It's a wild idea. I ain't gonna hold you.
me personally, yeah, I'll move that mic a little closer to you. Yeah, push it all the way. There you go. There you go. Pause.
Pause.
Yeah, exactly. We
Go
can't.
find it over here.
We don't say the other thing because you know what happened. You know what happened to Cam Thomas. You know what I mean? But yeah, like me personally, bro, I'm not paying that, so this don't affect me. I just want to talk about it. I'm not going to AMC no more. Because if I got to pay $19 to get the seat in the back, everybody else paying nah. Give me the 14, fam.
So my thing is this,
$19,
like,
you took $25.
Whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah.
$25 for the ticket. I got a really nice big screen in my living room.
That's what I'm saying. I got a big screen in my living room. I got popcorn. I could be able to chill. I don't need to go to your AMC.
But that good seat.
I ain't gonna hold you.
All the other seats.
Facts. Especially if you
That's a
got
good
the
point.
back seat that reclines.
That's a
Out
good
of
point.
here, fam.
And you know that
Yeah,
good
that's what
seat
they
comes
know.
with
They're
special
not gonna fill
treatment.
the theater.
And Jazz knows what's
Nobody
up too.
wants
Like,
that
I go to sleep in
front
movie
row
theaters
seat.
anyway. Anytime I go to the movies, I go to sleep. So it's a waste of money for me anyway. So it's a waste of money.
They getting their pandemic bread back.
That's
All
facts.
these companies
That's
that
true.
lost money, they're getting it back in blood.
They got it
They're
all.
That's a
getting
good
it
point.
back, bro.
a
They're
good
not
point.
playing with
Blood
us
and
no more.
plasma.
That,
DNA there.
that's a
everything.
good point. That's definitely a good point. Sorry, how many of y'all going to the AMC then?
Nah, not for a while, bro.
See,
I
you
ain't
want to talk about
going
some
for a
good, but you're not going.
There's people who
already
don't
got
pay.
paid
That's
ticket.
what
I'm talking about y'all.
Anyway.
That's a luxury ticket item now.
I got a team.
That seat's a
Crazy,
luxury
bro.
ticket item.
I'm going to
You buying wholesale seats.
Yeah, I got a team
You
full
going?
with me, so
Castle said he going.
I'm gonna go to the front.
I ain't gonna- Yo, I watched the movie there though. It's not that bad.
Listen, all you gotta do is bring a neck brace. That's all you gotta do is bring a neck brace.
location did
You
you
know what I
go
mean?
to?
That's it.
What location did you go to?
I don't know. Somewhere on what's that?
You probably went
Forest
to a
Hills.
good movie theater.
Probably one of them hole in the wall spots.
that
Claude,
was-
The hood
But
movie
yeah, but
theaters,
yo,
you don't
if
want
you
to be
can
in the
sit in the
front.
front and then lounge your seat back, you good.
Claude likes those hole in the wall spots.
I
You know?
really wonder what
He okay where he goes.
That's a fact.
Nah, man.
I like it with the popcorns from yesterday.
Exactly.
That's when it knows good.
He like when the roaches are sitting right next to
Right
him.
next
He
to you,
good,
bro.
He good.
We can talk about the shit. Tell me what happens.
Oh man. Well, yo, is Cocaine Bear out right now?
Yo, let's not talk about that today.
Nah, we need that.
Trash.
Nah,
Y'all kidding me?
we may need to pull up as a
Y'all
unit.
are
And
kidding
Yeah,
me.
we going
watch
to
that.
AMC?
Nah, we ain't
Go
going
to AMC for that.
We ain't going to AMC.
Front door.
We ain't going to AMC.
Front row door.
Y'all can have your front seats.
Nah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm gonna take my middle for Cocaine Bear. I would not need to see.
Yeah, I need everything. I need everything.
I need to see every dust and every gram of cocaine.
Every dust Scarface particle. I need that. I need to see all of it. I need to see all of it.
I ain't
That
gonna
movie
lie.
gonna be
Was
lit.
super
The fact that
straight.
they couldn't find a better name for the movie.
Yo, that's
No,
crazy.
There is no better name. There is no better name. There is no better
They
name.
couldn't clean it up. They just had to keep that shit raw.
But there's no better name for the movie right there.
Yo, Cocaine Bear. It says it all.
Yo.
It says it all.
I'm interested.
Facts.
There you go.
Just off of that.
Facts.
There you go. Or when.
Cocaine
As soon as I
Bear,
saw the
bro.
title, I was like,
Cocaine.
I need to see more. I need to see the trailer now.
Yo, y'all gonna be so disappointed.
Don't hate. Bang. Listen, don't do that.
Cocaine Yogi, you'll see.
Yo, don't be
Yeah,
that
he,
guy.
listen, hold on. He tried to do it last week. Tried to put it in dummy of the week. He tried to slide it in there. Chili McFreeze, I ain't gonna let you get away with that.
Come on,
I ain't gonna
man.
let you.
Yo,
I ain't,
you gonna have to spend your $25 for that movie if you want.
I ain't gonna let you get away with that.
That's gonna be like the Revenant Part 2, bro. I'm with it.
I'm
Yo,
gonna spend
right
19
and the best part of that movie was the best scene.
What's the best scene?
Facts.
So I'm with it, bro.
Facts.
If I could watch that promo on that little how much tickets now? Like what, $30, $40 for the middle seats, something like that, whatever. But I'll watch it. I'll pay that to be able to see Cocaine Bear.
Yeah.
A bear on cocaine.
Is it supposed to be comedy,
you
though?
got my money already.
I'm sure he gonna do a line off another bear's back.
That's real life.
I'll pay 2 times.
You know what I'm saying? He gonna do
They
something
say
like
that,
that.
but still, like, how much content are you gonna create?
What you mean? They got 12 seasons out of The Walking Dead. What are you talking about?
How much you want to bet, though? How much you want to bet there's going to be a sequel if it hits?
Facts.
It's going to be Cocaine Bear 2.
Nah,
Come on.
2 lines.
Nah,
It's gonna be like
not
that.
even.
Yo,
Bro,
what was that
I
movie
want my
before?
plug to whoever made that movie. I want my plug
it's
for
not
that.
even gonna be that.
Sharknado was fire.
Sharknado. It's gonna be
Sharknado
just
was
like
cold.
that.
Yo, they had
Sharknado
4 of them
was
joints.
on
Man,
there.
what you
Sharknado
mean?
was, the second one was fire. They
Fire.
was in, yo, bro. They was on the 7 train, bro. They was in City Field.
Yo, listen.
What are you talking about? Yo, the sharks went to space.
Yo, McClaw, listen, hold on, listen.
It was amazing.
Here's the thing with Cocaine Bear that people not realizing, right? This could be a new multiverse.
Yo.
You can have Cocaine Dog, Cocaine Hamster, Cocaine Cat. Like, yo, you can go all the way.
Cocaine cats.
Yo, that's hard.
Facts, bro.
Or Cocaine
They already got
Whale.
the Cocaine Cowboy.
You know what I'm saying?
We need to feed your cat cocaine because I don't like that.
Nah, you leave her alone. She's fine. She's fine. She old too. She might need a bump or two.
Cocaine Cat is fire.
Yo, leave that cat alone, man.
That cat need to leave me alone.
Give my cat a little pick me up. She might feel 10 years younger, man.
Cocaine Dolphin
Cocaine's a hell of a
Cocaine
drug.
Dolphin, facts.
in the 80s. That'd be really good.
Yo.
That'd be
Yo,
fire.
cocaine pigeons.
Everything.
Oh, man.
Everything.
Cocaine Pigeons is a jail version.
Multiverse, fam. Listen, we giving them ideas right now. We need
Nah,
that.
we
We
need
need
all
that
the
check.
money.
We
Willie
need
sign,
some.
money
the
from
kid's
y'all.
holding up a key and the fucking dolphin just goes.
That's
over.
it. That's
That's
it.
Oh my god.
There's mad. Yo, listen.
What?
There's mad spinoffs here.
Yo, Snowflake from
Oh,
that was Snowflake.
Snowflake gonna be the real
That's his
Snowflake.
story.
Real Snowflake.
Man, from Ace Ventura.
Hard.
Yo, we giving away a lot of money right now.
There's a lot of pub in
Nah,
this
that's
room.
all our pub.
It's a lot of pub in this
It's
room
all
right
our
here.
IP.
A lot
They
of
gotta
pub
pay
in
us
this
out.
room.
It's documented.
Moving on.
Oh, man.
Moving on. Did y'all watch the Grammys?
I've seen
Anybody?
a couple performing. I'm not a Grammy guy. I
highlights.
definitely seen the guy did.
Yeah, not this shit.
That Stan Smith shit was kind of devilish.
I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not big into those awards. I don't like. I frequently watch the Oscars, you know, but I fell off a few years ago. But they on some real
Wild. The all transgender choir.
yes.
Hey, listen.
Y'all gotta put
Hey,
this on.
hold on. Let me get my shit on.
I love
Hold on.
everyone.
Let me get hold.
HR?
I'm gonna tell you right now.
I love everyone.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Grammys was very colorful, dude. And what I mean is that there was a lot of letters. There was a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of symbolism, and I didn't like it.
Like a lot of red leather.
Yeah, I didn't like it, man. Like for the conspiracy theorists that like to go into that rabbit hole, I'm with y'all.
Hello.
And when it came to that, I ain't gonna hold you.
They
I
got
ain't
their
gonna hold
W
you.
this year.
I ain't gonna hold you. Huh?
They got their W this year.
Yo,
My
listen.
man jumped out of a pit of fire with horns and a
It was bad.
Wait, hold on,
bad,
hold on,
bro.
hold on.
Yeah.
I ain't watched none of those.
No, it was bad. It
So
was bad.
who jumped out of a pit
Stan
of fire?
Smith.
He jumped out of a pit of fire.
It was a real devilish performance. They wasn't hiding nothing. It was like the Little Nas X joint,
Yeah,
except
it was
worse
bad.
somehow.
But the Little Nas- yeah.
And then he had the all
Yeah, that
transgender
was last year,
choir.
right?
So all the women,
everybody?
all the women
Yeah.
were
All the women were men.
Well,
That was bad.
were
all the women were
all
born
the
a
women
certain
were
different way.
transitioned into being women, but they were all the whole choir. So
The
like,
whole choir.
I didn't know that.
Yo, but being that we on that topic, Rand, this is a sidebar. You know that they're changing the dialect in the Bible to make it more.
Nah, bullshit.
they're trying to use gender.
They're changing
inclusive-
it so it's not thy
God.
father. It's gonna be
Yeah,
No,
they're
nah,
trying to
they
make
remix
God
it.
gender
No,
They
I'm not
remixing
taking
it.
it. I'm not taking it. I'm not
We
doing
hit
it.
it with the remix.
they remixing it.
Nah, I'm not doing it.
Yo, he going to.
Let me be honest with y'all. Hold on. Let me be honest. Let me get my. How many of y'all getting that remix book?
You know they round if you want.
See,
That's how it started.
We got him.
You see, that's where you fucked up. I ain't even fucking with it, yo. I'm
Hey.
not, what, the remix, bro?
Yo, if you ever seen the Book of Eli, the movie,
King James remix, I ain't doing
in
it.
the Book of Eli,
King James
that's what
remix.
that movie is pretty much about.
Yeah.
Like,
he got the
they're
OG.
searching for the last Bible on the earth.
Yep.
And Denzel Washington is the person that has the last Bible.
His name was
But
Eli.
he has it memorized. So,
Him blind.
technically, if you wanted to say,
Spoiler alert.
listen, that movie is what, 10 years old?
No one's sitting in the middle to see that
10
one.
years old? But that's what the movie is about, the same thing. So
Nah,
everybody's
yo,
writing
listen,
their book
it's
how they
power.
want it.
It's power. At the end of the day, if you can be able to manipulate that, it's all control
Again,
power.
manipulated. Not bad.
Nah, say it.
No. Hey, listen.
This is a whole. That's a whole different show.
Right.
Different show.
For YouTube purposes, we gonna clean it up. Right?
We trying
Moving
to get
on.
paid.
I like turtles.
Exactly. Right. Moving on. I like turtles. Real quick. What's wrong with Ja Rule, y'all?
What you mean?
Nothing.
Murder.
Nothing.
Good.
Ain't nothing wrong with Ja Rule.
What happened?
No.
You feel slighted.
He feels slighted, but he's the walk back master. Let's go through the timeline here.
Explain this.
The man said there ain't 50 rappers dead, alive, or waiting to be born better than me. Right? Icon vibes.
from
Billboard.
Queens, he gotta say
Congrats.
that.
Congrats to everyone on the list. Well deserved, but check my resume. Right? That's what he said.
Facts.
So then.
He from House. He got to say that.
So then.
Is he from Hollis?
Yeah. Woodhall.
So then
Okay.
they called him out on it, right?
Shouts
About exactly what he said, because that's what he tweeted. Right? You can't, there's no way you can be able to misinterpret what he said, right? He said, dead, alive, or not even born yet. Ain't better than me, right? Okay. So Double XL goes out and puts that out. Now he gonna get on the defensive. That's not what the F I said.
Oh boy.
Stop with the clickbait
shit.
goofy nonsense. I said there's not 50 rappers ahead of me, and I stand on that. That's not what you
That's
said.
not what you said, fam.
Yo,
Hashtag blame the Henny.
right. Walk back master. You look crazy. That's why I asked, is he crazy?
Moonwalking.
What's wrong with him?
The only thing he fucked up with was sitting there saying something. Like you said, walk back.
Nah, you should have said something. How's 50
No.
get number 17? He not even on the
Listen,
list.
if you
Sorry.
want, just stand on it. Just say,
Stand
listen,
on it.
you
Stand
need,
on it.
you need to be on that list. But at the end of the day, when they challenge you on what you said, now you want to talk about they misinterpreted what you said. No, they didn't.
I'll put it to you like
He
this.
shouldn't be top 50 though.
Is he top
There's
50?
a guy. There's a guy in Hollis,
He's not top
Queens
50.
right now.
He's not top 50.
Hold on.
No, I'll put it to you like this. There's a guy in Hollis, Queens right now who's 52 years old who freestyled on the corner of Francis Lewis and Hollis
Wow.
by himself and never had nobody say nothing to him who was going to say there are not 50 rappers better than me.
Fact.
Ja Rule should have stood on his square, whatever the fuck he said, say that, and rock with it. That's the only place he messed up.
That's
I feel
it.
him.
Listen, I didn't have a problem with what he said initially. Right? If you feel you a legend, you a legend. You stand on that. But once they challenge you on what you said, now you in walk back mode.
But yo,
Nah, I said what
You
I said,
corny.
that's all I got.
That's,
Yeah.
that's corny.
have you not seen Ja Rule's tendency to get offended and then try to deny what really happened?
Yeah.
Like he was singing on records.
You
And
mean
then when 50
sobering
came out and did the same thing,
And then he was making fun
man,
of
what
50.
y'all doing?
hey, what you mean? I'm not singing on records. Wait, what? And that shit, it didn't work out for him, fam. So trust me, he been doing this his whole life.
That's not singing?
But
That,
sidebar.
that wasn't singing?
But sidebar. That list was trash, bro.
Very trash.
Yeah, real talk.
Ain't no way
trash.
50-17. Sorry.
I don't even know why he gave that attention.
Facts.
To be honest.
I think they make these lists so we can argue about
Listen,
it.
it's like what Cube said. Cube said, I don't give a damn about no
Right.
Billboard Top 50.
Right.
Well, who cares about a Billboard Top 50?
Facts.
Honestly.
Facts.
Like this is just
Yeah,
something
reaction.
that this is just something that some like people on the podcast, people around the table, they can be able to just have a discussion about, right? Who's your 50? Let's go do your. But at the end of the day,
I mean, look at us
who's
now.
making this list, right? Who are the people making this list? Are they credible?
Who made the list?
What are the criteria?
That's what I'm saying. So it's like
Wasn't Ja Rule.
right.
Tell you that much.
So for me, it's just like, bro, if you're gonna say what you say, just say what you're a legend. If people question you, they question you. But at the end of the day, you have a place in history somewhere. Stand on it.
Yep.
Don't walk it back.
Because you're never
Yo,
going to
real
beat your
talk.
Billy at that point.
Facts.
Never going to be able to beat him.
Yo, real talk. I got into an argument with one of these younger dudes not too long ago, and I said Ja Rule is a father of all of these rappers out here right now. Because all of these rappers out here trying to do melodies.
They all do melody. That's the new music.
Exactly.
Yep.
Everybody, like Ja Rule, if he was really smart, he'd be out here saying, yo, I'm everybody's father. Like, Ja Rule is the one who came out here, started with the melodies, started with the singing, and started here with the girl songs, trying to get paid. So, everybody out here is just...
Yo, y'all gonna call me crazy? 50 and the Ja Rule versus 50 would have a long night. I'm telling you.
Real
50's
talk.
that dude. He can
Real
talk
talk.
on the record.
Nah.
If we're going hit for hit,
that's a different conversation.
After that, after Get Rich or Die
That's a
Trying,
different
it gets
conversation.
real
If
dicey.
you go hit for hit
It gets
versus Ja
real
Rule,
dicey after Get Rich or Die Trying.
Do you
I'm just
understand,
telling
do you understand
bro.
that most of the songs he made was making for the Ja Rule?
Oh, I know.
Ja Rule don't
So
stand
all
a
of that is
chance.
gonna.
But
it's
is
gonna-
he gonna-
When he
is
brings
gonna
out
play all
I
those?
Smell, is that
I hear
you?
you. There's a couple
And the
of
man
wins.
standing right next to him.
There's a couple,
You can't come back from that.
I'm telling you, it's gonna be a
put
long
your
night.
shirt back on.
It's not.
It's gonna be a long night,
Tuck in
bro.
your socks and
Bro.
you walk out off the stage.
50
bro.
gonna win off of talking. Well, if we just doing music, hit
Ja
for
Rule
hit.
got it. Ja
If
Rule
it was
got it.
if it was like a mixtape performance, it gets real crazy after that first album, bro. For 20
You talking about-
tracks.
You talking about
20
tracks?
joints.
Ja Rule got
Ja don't
it.
have
Ja Rule
20.
got like
Ja
7
don't have
immediate
20.
wins,
He don't have
bro.
20. Ja don't have 20.
Whatever number
Ja
Ja
got
got
20.
is
Ja
a
don't have
solid
20.
number.
Ja got 20,
But I don't
so I'm
think
telling
Ja
you.
got
don't have
20.
Ja got a
And he
solid
got like
20.
7 automatic wins,
and
bro.
10 of 50s is getting that job.
But half of those are mixtape joints. I'm talking about.
It's
I'm
gonna
talking
run.
about- I'm talking about
It's gonna
records
run.
Everybody love. And when
I feel like
say
that's
everybody,
something
I
we
mean
never gonna
everybody.
see, and I'm not even saying the nigga will win. I think it will be a long night. I
I'll
don't
give
think
you
it's
that.
gonna be a
I
dog
respect that,
walking.
bro.
I think
it's gonna be
it'd
dog
be
walking.
it would be a competition. Let's just put it that way.
If it ends.
If it ends, right.
If they can finish through the whole 20 and nobody get violated,
Right.
and she don't get crazy.
After the break, we're gonna talk some Super Bowl talk.
Yo, it's your man DJ G Money from that Flip the Script podcast. You see it? We in the studio right now. Flip, shut up. Yeah. Oh, listen. Shout out to the All Even podcast. My man Barry Grant Jr. What's up, man? What happened? What you want to say to the people?
Shout out somebody else's podcast.
Yeah, my nigga the joint. What's up?
All even.
All Even podcast.
Yo, it ain't even up here, boy. We put this. Yo, what's up, man? All even. Yo, you. Oh my God. What's up with you, man? Now you got. Well, that's a shout out. You keeping this?
Yeah, keep all that. You want to jump
All
in the
even
camera?
podcast, right?
Yeah, all
Shout out
even.
to All Even podcast, right? All even. That's your man.
My man.
All right, shout out to All Even podcast.
100%. He cool. Is he cool? Let me see. Is he cool?
G. What is it, G? Oh. Shout out, G. Oh.
He cool, man.
Welcome back, y'all. Super Bowl.
Yes, sir. Super Bowl. That's what I'm here for.
Super Bowl.
This is the conversation I came here for.
Absolutely. I mean, listen, you have the 2 number 1 seeds in both conferences. When was the last time that this actually happened?
Wow.
It's been a while since you had the 2 quote unquote best teams in football going at it. Now we have the Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. Al is a Philadelphia Eagles fan. He's actually a very annoying Philadelphia Eagles
Not
fan.
that annoying. I don't think so.
I mean, all y'all are. So there's never I have never met one Eagle fan that's decent. No.
I'm not decent.
No.
Do you have the
Not
Eagles
even a little
snuggie?
bit?
No.
You know, I gotta reevaluate our friendship.
You're just obnoxious. Just obnoxious. Now
I try to be good to you about my whole Eagles.
Nah, you I ain't gonna lie to you. You were very, very
That's
admirable.
to you.
To me.
That's to you.
Right. I'm sure
I get it all.
To this one, he gets
the worst.
But see, so that's what I'm saying.
Bro.
But we talking about me and you.
They're
Me
terrible,
and you, we good.
bro.
Him?
Pause.
He gets
Pause.
We can't say that no more.
He gets all of it?
Yikes. No.
All right, so you are the resident Eagles fan in the room. Please go ahead and break down why you feel, the Philadelphia Eagles have the upper hand in the Super Bowl.
The craziest thing is everybody's sitting here talking about the offenses, right?
Right.
I think the defenses are really going to sit there and dictate what's going on.
Okay.
Now, anybody who knows anything about anybody's paying attention knows that we got the first time in NFL history four players that have double-digit sacks. We're talking about we got the number 2 pressure throughout the entire season, number 1 pressure throughout the entire playoffs. As far as what we do to the quarterbacks.
Do you have the most sacks in history this year?
No.
Second?
No. The last time somebody had as many sacks as us were the 84 Bears.
Gotcha.
Thank you. But
wasn't the 85 Bears.
84 and 87. Give it to me like that. But 84 and 87 Bears were the last time you had anybody that had as many sacks as we have right now. The defense that's pressuring Patrick Mahomes, that's really what's going to win the game for us. Then you have your Slay out there and Bradbury. They're going to sit there and take care of MVS, Juju, whoever you got inside. The only thing they got is Kelsey. So Travis Kelsey out there by himself on the island trying to catch passes from Patrick Mahomes is just not going to work.
Nigga, he had like 13 catches the last game.
Yeah, but
and it
that
worked
wasn't
well
against the Eagles. But
here we go. See?
Yeah. Like I deserve to be where I'm at right now. Because
do you?
Yes, I do. Because in the beginning, before the season,
y'all beat a team with no quarterback last week. 2 weeks ago.
We beat a team where we took the quarterback out. Say it right.
No quarterback.
Dirty players.
And struggled.
And struggled for 3 quarters.
We did?
Yes, you did.
No, we didn't.
It was
you
quiet.
didn't watch the game.
I don't believe you.
And struggled for 3 quarters.
All right. So that's your take. You're saying that the defenses are going to dictate the game. You think that they're going to be able to get pressure without sending extended pressure. They can get pressure with their front 4. I agree with you. I think they're going to be able to make things difficult on Patrick Mahomes, right?
And mind you, I'm not just saying the Eagles defense is going to dictate.
You're going to say both.
Game. Both. Chris Jones right now, like
man on fire.
There you go. Like when you come in and you got to plan around that man, you got to sit there and account to it wherever he's going to be on that defensive line, on that defense. Because now you got to figure out what it is he's going to do, and you got to figure out the other 10 men based upon his positioning, his role, and what he's doing in the game.
Okay, fair point. Here's where I counter you, right? I could agree with you that I can see the defense is dictating the pressure of the game, right? Mm-hmm. But where does that leave us? That leaves us, if both defenses are going to squash each other, they're going to cancel each other out. Mm-hmm. It's now quarterback against quarterback. Mm-hmm. Who has the upper advantage in that position?
Jalen Hurts still has the upper advantage.
See, you can't fuck these people.
Because right now, we just finished off the 49ers.
With no quarterback.
Listen, we're not talking about the 49ers offense. We're talking about the 49ers defense.
If the offense can't move, it's a short field for the defense.
Exactly.
And it's an easy game for the Eagles.
And
you know football, bro.
To move the ball.
And you still
moved
struggle.
The ball because the defense was getting
Let's keep
each
it
other
100.
penalties and got upset with each other at the end of the game. That didn't score like action. The touchdown with C-Mac scored, they actually moved the ball the length of the field and ran into the end zone. You guys got penalties that set everyone back.
I'm going to sit there and make this statement right now. Everybody in this room was against the Eagles.
It has nothing to do with being against the Eagles, brother. You got to watch the game.
Wait. Everybody in this room is against the Eagles. You tell me the player that you guys got on the defensive line of the who we got to play before we win? The Kansas City Chiefs. besides Chris Jones, who is that we got?
That was wild disrespectful.
That's wild disrespectful. But besides Chris Jones, who is it that we got to worry about that's better than
you have to worry about
Nick Bosa?
You have to worry about
the
if my quarterback can't move the ball and I'm punting on 3 and outs, I'm
Short
giving my
field.
opponents a short
And
field.
and if you give Patrick Mahomes a short field,
He's
it's
gonna
7
fillet you
every time.
He's the new Peyton Manning.
He's different, bro.
He's a different dude. Like, that's what I'm saying. So I get the whole defensive. All right, they're gonna cancel each other out.
Defensive are gonna cancel each other.
But dude, you're talking about the MVP of the league against Jalen Hurts. No disrespect to Jalen Hurts. He's had a
lot of disrespect.
but look, he had a good season. He worked very hard.
I sense a lot of disrespect.
He don't want to crease his Jordans, bro.
He worked extremely hard
to have a completion
to have
better than
to work as hard as he has this season, to have the numbers that he's had. But the problem is,
if we
let me get it off. Hey, listen, you had your little Eagles soliloquy there. Now I'm gonna tell you, right?
I'm listening right now.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts doesn't have a big arm to begin with. That's one. You now hurt that arm. That's a problem. We don't know if he's going to be 100%. He might not be anywhere close to 100%, right? You now, if the defenses are going to cancel each other out, it's not going to be a quarterback game. Who can be able to make the passes down the stretch? And I'm just going to ask the room. You honestly going to put your money on Jalen Hurts to make big passes? Or you going to put your money on Patrick Mahomes to make good passes? Call?
I'm going for the tweener.
Thank you.
Hey, I'll say this. You got 2 weeks. Right? They're going to shoot them up. Both of them.
They going to juice him?
Whatever they need.
They going to juice him.
It's one game.
They going to juice him.
For one game.
Right.
I'm saying this to you. Really think about the run defense of the Kansas City Chiefs versus the run defense that I respect, that I really, truly respect, of the San Francisco 49ers. Think about what we did to them with 1 week. And think about what's going to happen.
Again, you cannot compare this game to this game.
I can't do
that because
I can't compare defensive line to defensive line.
Yeah, but
I can tell
you're not being real though. You're not giving real analysis.
Right, you're not
fan analysis.
You're not putting into play that the quarterback went down, which changes everything.
If the guy can't throw, you can pin your ears back and then just watch for the run.
You guys are saying it so wrong. The quarterback didn't go down.
The
Eagles took him down.
He went down. It doesn't matter.
No, the Eagles took him down. Okay. Say it right.
So was this an inside job within the organization to make sure that
Paul, put on your conspiracy hat. What you say?
I don't think I need it on this one.
Listen, I got no problem with Jalen Hurts. The growth he exhibited from year 1 to year 2
big time
has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
But what fans don't want to do is look at the real. At the end of the day, he's in an RPO system.
Right.
I'm either going to run the ball, give it to my running back, or pass. The passes that he has to throw, he don't got to think about.
Right.
Once he decides to pass, he has that guy who's open, schemed open, which is great. But you're a 2 quarterback going against Patty Mahomes. When it comes down to filleting people,
this is his 3rd Super Bowl.
This is his 3rd Super Bowl.
All I want is
Jalen Hurts can win. He can win. But he's not that guy yet, and you can't put the game.
Jalen Hurts can win.
You can't put the game on.
He will win.
See, this is why I can't deal with him. That's why I can't deal with Eagles fans.
I came here because I was humble the first time.
You don't seem humble.
Yeah.
I was humble the first time I came here.
Yeah, because the season ain't started yet.
No, wait.
I respect your energy, though.
When y'all shit on the Eagles talking about why they rank so high in the rankings, I was humble about it. When we came to Pretenders or whatever, I was humble about it.
You know why?
I'm not going to be humble now.
But you know why I put y'all there? Y'all had one of the softest schedules in the league.
Soft.
So with all the talent, listen, shouts to Howie Roseman to put this roster together. But the schedule really leaned into giving y'all the advantage. But when the schedule started to get tough towards the end of the season, you Eagles didn't look too good.
When our quarterback was hurt and y'all was still struggling to
It didn't
beat us,
look too good.
Y'all needed everything to beat us.
But we smoked y'all.
All right, check it. The division usually has the same type schedule, right? Because they go against the same out-of-conference people.
Yeah.
The whole division almost went to the playoffs.
Right.
Washington just missed out.
Facts.
The last week. The entire division would have went to the playoff. You telling me that's not a soft schedule?
Cupcake.
Look.
Terry Claw.
You know what?
Very soft.
I'm not gonna be that guy. I'm not gonna be that guy right now.
You are that guy.
No, you're already
What I will say right now,
you put on that guy pants.
Facts.
For every single person who
at a
watches
time.
this on Monday, I appreciate the best that y'all made on the Eagles because y'all want to make.
No one's saying they can't win, brother. No one's saying
I'm
that.
saying they will win.
Okay.
They will win.
Who want to take over?
That I don't want to do.
Go ahead, Claude. Get it off.
You got bank, bro.
So, because it happened a couple weeks ago, right? We had a big buddy of mine on the show. He was overconfident. I'm talking about guy really believed that his team was going to make it to the next round.
Fang McFrost did that.
And he had to get humbled. Iron Sheik voice.
Humble.
And my good buddy, Chili McFreeze, ended up hosting the show. That was that scenario. I think we need to put a scenario in this place right now for next week.
You got to wear the suit.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to have to figure this out because if they don't do it.
What are the stakes?
And we got a whole room here for help.
What are the stakes?
We're going to have one of those brain session moments right here. So let's just get some ideas.
You got to wear the suit with the green tie.
The easy
Facts.
one is that he hosts the show. That's the easy one.
That's the easy one.
If
So,
you, okay, yeah.
I'm going to put it like this. All I want is I host that show next week.
All I want is
I host that show next week. Now, whatever it is the room decides I got to go against, I'm with it.
This is what you don't want to do.
This is exactly what I want to do.
You're in a
right
room
now.
full of creators,
Those
bro.
lights,
Bro,
That's
lights
exactly
are hot,
what I wanna
baby.
do.
okay.
Go ahead, Claude.
Look, I'm going to ask around the room. Is this a binding agreement? Because we have multiple witnesses around here. They're saying that you're agreeing
I'm doing it
to what we suggest.
Whatever you guys suggest, whatever bet you come against me with, look,
Nicole, we gonna record this too. We gonna make sure we get some content out of it.
Yo, Howie Roseman owed me some cash for how hard I'm riding for you guys.
Pause.
Oh my! We can't say that anymore. I don't know if we can say it anymore. But
I love the confidence.
But where I'm at, in my defense of the Eagles, I'm owed some money from Philly right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you right now, where you're at right now is gonna be nowhere compared to me. You're gonna be next week.
So
this might be it for you, bro. And I want you to enjoy all this.
So
I'm gonna live.
You're in the prime time seat. You're good, but bro, next week,
do you have to think about it?
Whatever
it
it
is,
is,
think about it.
Think about it.
You gave us open ended. We can do whatever we want.
Whatever you got. All I want is I host the show next week.
If you win,
if I win,
and if you don't,
whatever you guys come up
Yo,
with,
even better.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Let's clap on it. Let's clap on it. Let's clap on it. Okay.
2
that's fine.
weeks later.
That's fine. All right, so let's go ahead and just get our predictions out there for the Super Bowl right now. I want predictions as well as scores for everybody. So see who gets close. If somebody gets it, then they get a nice gift from Mr. All Even here. So I have the Chiefs winning. I went on Bryson's show today. Shouts out to Bryson Carvin Up Podcast. Check that out. I had 31-23 Chiefs.
You lost.
What you got, Chloe?
I got 34-17.
Wow.
Wow.
Nice. What you got, guys?
I'm gonna go 28-24. Eagles.
Okay. So you got back up in here?
A little bit.
And that's a Giants fan saying that.
And you know the reason.
I feel you.
That money line, baby.
Phil, who you got? You know he not picking no Eagles. He bleeds blue.
I'm gonna do 21-13.
Low scoring game. 21-13 Chiefs.
That's the same. Me and
Chili McFreeze, you got the same score?
I got 20-16 Chiefs.
Okay, you got a defensive struggle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah. I don't know
What about
where this came from.
Well,
he got to go last.
Let me go to super intern. What you got?
26-21 Chiefs.
All right, Nicole, what you got? Okay, 28-21 Chiefs. Go ahead, Mr. Al.
Oh, no, I'm going last.
Okay, you want to go last? Go ahead, Six.
I'm a Chiefs fan. I'm a Patty Mahomes fan. But
Andy Reid fan.
Andy Reid, but he's going up against.
No, first of all,
he's going up against a dragon, bro.
I love Andy
He's
Reid.
going up against the super team, and if Jalen Hurts is healthy, big if, I think they put it on him to the tune of 43-25 Eagles.
Wow.
Okay, so you got 43-25 Eagles.
If with the healthy Jalen Hurts, I think they added there.
You gonna get them shots, bro.
Who you got, Al?
Well, I got.
Can I get some?
Nah, I know that. I want to hear the score.
21-17.
Okay, 21-17 because
I think it's a low scoring.
You're going
game.
with the defensive struggle.
I think it's a defensive struggle
Okay.
between both teams. Like I got a lot of respect for the Chiefs. I got a lot of respect for them. I got a lot of respect for their defense, but they're just not going to do what it is that we're going to do. Like they just haven't faced what we got coming on the front.
Okay,
They
listen.
go against the Niners, bro.
That's fair. That's fair, man.
The Niners are not what we did this year, yo. They're not what we did
I
this
played
year.
Patty Mahomes in zone coverage. I gotta have a long day.
All right, man. Bradbury and Slay gonna sit there and take it.
Yo,
who y'all got?
That zone is not winning the bowl, baby.
All I'm
MVS
saying,
and Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yeah, but with a
Like the
quarterback-
only person I'm worried about is Kelsey. Because Kelsey sits there, goes into the line, and makes up plays on his own. I'll give him the respect. Like real talk, he might be the best tight end I've seen. He might be the best receiving tight end I've seen. Period.
They breed him.
So you got people in the zone looking at the quarterback, going against the quarterback who throws no-look passes. Y'all gonna have a long day if y'all stay in the zone.
Bro, the person you have to watch out for is McKinnon. McKinnon is the
sleeper.
curveball.
McKinnon was the curveball.
He is
up
the
until, like,
curveball.
I think
week
Pacheco
11.
is.
And then they got Pacheco.
Up until like week 11, I
They
feel
can keep
you.
it on the ground,
But that's
bro.
not what's going to happen.
I mean, listen, I got the
That's
Eagles
not
winning
what's
with the
gonna
healthy Jalen Hurts just because I feel like the offensive scheme is too crazy for the defense. They're always making the defense think, and that's what I like. The plays are so easy, but you put it on the middle linebacker to guess where everything is going to, making it easy for Jalen Hurts.
Here's where I'm gonna leave it, and then we're gonna move on to other stuff. This is where I'm gonna hit him in the pockets where it hurts. Yeah. The last time we saw Jalen Hurts in a championship game, he actually got subbed for somebody else. And somebody else won that game. Last two. So I don't want to say anything, but some guys are just not big time championship players.
So all I'm asking,
and I'm gonna leave it there.
And
you
first-time
get
head
off.
coaches.
You
So
got
I'm gonna leave it here. Eagles win. I host next show.
Okay.
We already agreed to it.
We agreed to that.
But
you missed the other part.
But if you lose, bro, it's going to be bad. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's gonna be bad.
It's gonna be bad.
And we're gonna get content out of it. Separate content from this.
As long as I don't gotta shave my head, I'm good.
No.
Be stupid.
The last thing you got to shave, bro.
That's the last thing you gotta worry about, fam. Trust me. But
You be getting off light with that one.
Worried about shaving.
Word. After break, we're gonna get into some NFL honors as well as Michael Irving and some other stuff. After the break.
Yo, this is Cigar Gents and Gals. I want to give a shout out to my boy Barry for Leaving Podcast. Keep doing your thing, bro. Killing it.
News team, assemble! News team, assemble!
Where we at? NFL honors?
NFL honors.
NFL honors.
They did it right this year.
I think they did. Patrick Mahomes wins the MVP. I don't think anybody's going to disagree with that. I think he had a very solid season. Obviously, you can make a case for Jalen Hurts for winning the MVP, but him getting hurt in the middle of the season kind of kiboshed that for him.
Yeah. Even as an Eagle fan, I'll say that.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's the same thing what happened back in 2017 with Carson Wentz. He was on his way to the MVP. He got hurt, and that was it.
Around the same time.
Yeah,
right. We're not talking about Carson Wentz in Philadelphia.
I mean, y'all won a Super Bowl that year.
Won a Super Bowl.
He helped you guys win a Super Bowl, so you got to give him respect.
Yeah, facts.
Whatever you say. We don't talk about Carson.
You're not going to give the man respect for...
No.
Okay.
Why not?
Yeah, that's
wild.
That's crazy.
We're not gonna sit there. That's not
that don't
crazy.
even make sense. Like, I ain't gonna hold you, bro.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
We threw snowballs at Santa Claus. Number one.
Jesus Christ.
You guys are the worst. I know.
We threw snowballs.
There's
at
a
Santa
jail
Claus,
in the basement of y'all stadium. So.
That's number 2.
That's where they had Meek at.
That's number 3. So, at the end of the day, like Carson Wentz, for how he sat there and acted when we drafted Jalen Hurts in the second round.
Though we're not talking about that. We're talking about 2017 when he was out there busting ass, leading this team to the best record in football and being the MVP. I don't care what happened after that. Get a man his flowers for getting you there, because if it wasn't for him, that wouldn't win no Super Bowl.
Exactly.
Nick Foles caught that pass.
Oh my God! Yeah, see, thank you. I'm glad he's showing it.
All
I
right.
don't have to say nothing.
Moving on. We're gonna move on. Defensive Player of the Year. Nick Bosa just cleans up. Obviously, you know, me as a Cowboys fan, the fact that Micah Parsons gets not even one vote, it's a little shaky to me. But his second half wasn't all that great. So I'm not too upset about it. I think Nick Bosa, from start to finish, he was just the most dominant defensive player in the league.
What was it, 18.5 sacks?
18.5 sacks. You know, there's a lot of things I can say about Nick Bosa off the field, but you know, we gonna keep it PG with him, because he don't like the
brothers.
Yeah. So but I'm gonna turn to Claw right now, because your team cleaned up in regards to the offensive Rookie of the Year and offensive defensive player of the year. Sauce Gardner, as well as Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
You guys got 2 players right there, man. I said it already. Like
that's the future too. That's the beautiful part.
I think the Jets had the best draft that I've seen in probably like the last 15 years.
I'm about
From
to say
top
20.
to bottom, they had
Brees
the
Hall
most
was around. He'd have won that too.
The most solid draft I've seen in the past 15 years.
If Brees Hall was here, we would have had a whole different
dude,
outcome.
I think you guys would have made some noise in the playoffs, honestly.
We would have been upsetting everybody.
Yeah.
And you know, it gave the quarterback a chance to even take a breath, like just have a
It
moment.
made Zach Wilson look competent.
Exactly. The run game was up. And
If y'all drafted Brock Purdy, y'all have been out of here.
Right.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'd have been out of here.
So
let Brock Purdy live on the 40.
It would have gave us more opportunities that the offense wasn't 3 and out as much as it was, and the defense was still solid.
Yeah, I agree.
So,
I agree.
And I love to see it, man. Like, I feel like if we get these little pieces that we need, we'd be a different conversation.
Comeback Player of the Year goes to Geno Smith.
Where'd he come back from?
He
Where'd he come back from?
That's the thing with me. Like, I think they're gonna have to rename that award.
They have to.
Like, because where you come back from? You was on the bench.
One bad season.
Where you come back from?
Bro, he came back from terrible ass seasons.
You was never a starter. So what'd you come back from?
What he said, y'all wrote me off. I ain't right back.
But he was never a starter.
He was gonna be a starter.
When
that year that
he didn't start.
Fitzpatrick would have started because
I came in Poly. He got punched in the face.
Exactly. There we go.
All right, a bad
but
teammate.
he was never a starter. That's what I'm saying. So it's like, why? How can you be a comeback player when you always been a relegated backup?
Right.
That's my thing. So I think, you know, shouts to him.
So
I think
he be the true starter.
I think he deserves the award, but I think they need to
It's most improved player.
Right.
There you go.
Yeah, but they don't want to use it. They don't want to call him MIP
because it's the NBA joint.
Yeah. They
I
don't want to
put
call
it
him the
to
MIP.
just like this. I bet you I wish I had Geno Smith this year.
Yeah, 8 years later, no thank you.
I bet you I wish I had this year's Geno Smith.
I think they wish they had Brett Favre still back when he was still good. What are we talking about, Geno Smith?
Facts.
You don't need anybody right now, bro.
Anybody. Bro, Geno Smith was good. Let's keep it 100. Geno Smith had a good year.
He had a good year.
However, wait, let me get it off.
Russell Wilson's pass
Hold
record.
on, bro. Hold on.
There's also an extra game.
Hold on. He broke the record because of an extra game, yes. He also broke the record because Seattle was never a passing offense. They passed more this year because their running game wasn't all that great. They were behind in a lot of games and they were in a lot of shootouts. He had a great season, but let's just leave it there.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people are old. They just going overboard. He's been in this system for years. Understands the offense. Knows it back and front. Him and Pete Carroll have a great relationship. He's going to get a second contract with that team. Respected.
He did better than Dak, though.
He's a system quarterback.
Nice.
What?
He did better than Dak.
Yeah.
That's not saying much, bro.
After this year, Dak
grind your gears.
But he got
that's not gonna grind my gears.
Being the backup quarterback, he got mad reps though. He got
That's what
mad
I'm
reps
saying.
with everybody. So he
And
probably
then he
had
got
more
Kenneth
reps.
Walker the third to come on
And
the
he's
team.
been there for
Yeah,
years.
running back
He's
was
been
dope.
there a
And
while.
and that helped his wins though. That helped his wins a lot. That running back, like
Yeah. He
that
could
kid
have
was
won
balling.
over. He could have won offensive player of the year.
That-
To be
If they
honest.
would have
was
started him
balling.
out the gate.
Yeah. So
He was running.
Yeah. So, you know, Geno Smith shouts to him, but they really got to rename that award. Who won Coach of the Year?
Dayball.
Hey, come on, man.
Brian Daboll.
Man, Dayball, baby.
Nah, it should have been Nick Sirianni.
Nah,
bro.
bro.
Why?
Nah,
Because it has to be. I'm tired of them
like,
getting
as
into
an
the
Eagles fan,
coaching.
I'll sit there and say Dayball deserved it. He went from what, 4
But you know,
It should have been I think Shanahan or
you know why I say
Sirianni,
that?
bro.
The reason why I like the way the NFL does it, I think the NBA does it too. I think when they look at what you did in the offseason or during the season in regards to like making trades to better your team, it knocks down your coaching acumen in regards to the resume. So the Eagles loaded up their roster before the season. Everybody knew the Eagles were going to be good. Everybody picked the Eagles to be good this year. There's not one person that said that the Eagles weren't going to be good. Otherwise, like me, I'm hating because I hate the Eagles,
I was
right?
about to say, like,
but
when
like
I came here, like everybody sat there and said the Eagles, like bullshit. But
yes, because we hate the Eagles. It has nothing to do with being objective.
If you don't root for his team every single week, you're a
Bro,
hater.
he's the worst.
I like Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
the
though.
hater of the hater.
That is a good
I
show.
do like
That's
that
the
show.
only thing I like about Philadelphia is the Always Sunny in Philadelphia show.
And that little Uzi dance is pretty funny.
And but when you improve your team incrementally, it kind of knocks you down as that. For Brian Daboll, you seen that team. Nobody thought the Giants were gonna be this good.
Nobody.
No one. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought the Giants were gonna win 6 games, 7 games.
Me, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And what he did, you know, he bred life into that team. Like
I feel
literally.
you, but I feel like Shanahan took a third stringer and went to the NFC Championship.
With an
so you
elite
gotta give
defense,
him that. And then Nick Sirianni, they got the pieces, but you gotta make them pieces work.
defense that the Eagles went through.
Oh my god! And you got to do that. Because at the end of the day, the Eagles had the dream team before, and they went 8-8. So you still got to put in the work. Just because you got good pieces, don't mean.
I think.
But I mean, listen,
either
I'm not
way,
gonna fight for Daboll.
yeah,
I'm not gonna fight.
Exactly. Like whoever won it, whether it been Shanahan, Daboll, or Sirianni, it wouldn't matter to me. I think all three did a great job in regards to that.
Definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
Daboll definitely deserves it. Any other awards? Oh, Dak Prescott wins Man of the Year. I think that's a good thing for him because he definitely does a lot of charity work outside of the league and does a lot of great things. So shouts to him.
At least it's good as something.
He needed something.
Justin Jefferson, offensive player of the year.
Justin Jefferson wins Offensive Player of the Year. He had a phenomenal season.
Yeah, he did.
That one catch right there, fourth down
Bro.
against the
He
Bills.
That catch.
He
was
broke
crazy.
Morse's record this year too.
Yeah. Like he's on his way to Canton. Honestly,
Did he get the 2,000 yards?
no,
he
I
needed?
think he came short.
He came short this year.
Can we use the Man of the Year award to segue though? Are we done with the NFL honors?
No.
Well, Joe Burrow got an award too, the air player.
And we gotta
The
give
what?
Air player.
We gotta give Josh Jacobs
I don't know what that
his respect as the ground player, FedEx and ground.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's dope. That's what's up.
You know what I mean? And we could segue over to
Man of the Year. So they gave Dak Prescott Man of the Year award, which is pretty dope. Good for him, charitable works.
last year.
But when they give you Man of the Year, they actually have to investigate your charities. So Man of the Year last year, our boy Russell Wilson. The investigation came back. Boy's looking kind of dirty, looking a little fraudish,
Looking Farvey.
looking real Farvian.
Farvey, yeah.
Broncos
I like that
country, let's Favre.
Like they said that out of the the money that was put into the foundation, they spent like a third of it on actual the charity itself.
It's Sierra, bro.
Everybody else was getting paid.
Sierra. I believe Sierra.
Mind you, for non-profits, they're allowed to go up to like 30% and take that money and pay, because you got to pay for the people who run the charity.
Yeah.
Yo, his shit was so egregious, they might have to get the FBI into this shit. Like, he was cashing checks after checks after checks. None of that shit went to charity, bro. Like,
that's the play, but that's the play though.
Man, they Black Lives Matter and shit.
Yeah, man, it's bad. It's bad. It's bad, bro.
It's rough.
Like from like 2014, they only had I think I want to say 2.1 or 2.2 million.
Yeah, they collected like 18 something.
Out of 13, yeah, might have been more. 18.
They collected like 18 million and paid out less than 2.
Dude,
Yikes,
the man.
Whose new name is Muddy Bird.
The man looks like a fraud when he walks around, and now we know that he a real fraud on paper too.
Hey, it's my man Hustle Wilson, baby.
Trademark that bitch.
Hustle Wilson, boy.
I don't know.
Uncle's country, let's bribe.
Russ is a scammer.
Russ is definitely a scammer.
Yo, we gotta check. Did he apply for PPP?
We got Balenciaga sneakers already.
They definitely gonna see if he applied for that PPP.
6. He a part of the scammers that tried to scam you.
Yeah, word, son. He part of the network.
They trying to book you, bro. You working with the Nigerians?
I found out now, bro. Like,
Yo, it's crazy.
That's wild.
Oh man.
So do they take away his Man of the Year award though?
Nah, they can't.
Nah, they ain't gonna do that.
It's a new year, bro.
Until
Yo,
it becomes...
It's not like Reggie Bush's Heisman.
Bro, that's a patch that stays on your jersey your entire career.
Oh, fact.
Nah, that was last year though.
Nah, but it stays on your jersey.
You
get it every year.
Like,
Yeah.
Not taking it.
They not gonna take it.
Son. Nah, he might get his patch taken. Son.
Yeah.
Nah, this is the
They just started. They just started.
It's an NFL investigation.
Yeah, they just started,
But
fam.
the NFL gotta admit something about themselves for them to sit there and take that patch. They're not doing that.
It's not having to do with them. It's
Got nothing to do with
they
them.
put it on him.
NFL, so they're gonna do what they want to do.
Yeah, they're gonna do what they want to do. That's
NFL does
crazy.
the
I didn't even
same
think
thing, but
about
it
that.
doesn't come to light. So
You can't police the police, bro.
That's why they got IA, bro.
Oh man,
That was definitely. What I'm
he got
laughing.
the office too in
What
the
I'm
fucking
laughing at-
Broncos. Oh, don't,
what
I
I'm
hope you're not
laughing at-
scamming in the office.
What I'm laughing at is
Big
Claw. Claw is the worst. Claw said, "Yo, Russell's a scammer."
Scammer, son. Hustle,
that is
Hustle Wilson. Bar.
Yo, that is the bar.
And I blame Sierra. It's
That
the
is the
girlfriend,
bar
bro. You
of
trying to
the
keep
night.
up your lifestyle and show your girlfriend that you bought it, and she's like,
That's a fact.
"Russ, you soft."
But
And he's
I
like,
still
"Nah, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do.
That
I'm gonna rob these people.
We seen what
I'm gonna
Nessa
rob the children."
That's crazy.
That's what he is. Huh?
We see what Nessa did to Cap. He was not nailing none of that shit before he met her.
Yo, they be doing it, bro.
Yeah.
Your man Tom Brady was like, "Yo,
he ain't know what to do.
I want my family back.
And look at him now.
My family back. He don't know what to do.
yo."
Listen,
What do I do?
We're not gonna get into it. We're not gonna get to it yet. Next topic we're gonna talk about is Michael Irving. Michael Irving was kicked off of the Super Bowl coverage for some accusations of some improper
Misconduct.
some misconduct, right? So allegedly, well, what they said was the NFL contacted him and said that there's some footage out there of him speaking to somebody, and he was like, I don't really know. I don't remember that. I remember speaking to somebody, but I didn't say nothing crazy. But they took him off, right? That's crazy. And my thing is, I understand for the NFL's purposes. You really gonna eat chicken on
Nigga, you on?
Oh, we on
gummy? Yeah. Jesus Christ, bro! What do you mean? What do you mean?
Yo, what are we doing?
I can't wait till next week.
Yo, what are we doing here?
If the Eagles win, he gonna eat.
Oh my God!
Yo, real talk. If the Eagles win,
coming in with a
cheesesteak.
Yo, can I get through the segment, please?
Jesus Christ.
Yo,
this is
dummy.
Yo. So
you pass it to me.
My thing is, I understand the NFL. I understand that they gotta jump into action quickly and get in front of it, right? However,
check it out.
It gets a little crazy to me because you just don't check it out. You got the best investigators on the planet, and you can't see that what happened was nothing. I seen YouTubers break this news. There's mad YouTubers that got the footage and was like, yo, this is the interaction that we saw. And what we saw was there was two ladies sitting down at a table. There was some guys at a bar. There was somebody, filming the interaction. He was standing up and speaking to like the room. He wasn't just speaking to them. So for them to say that he didn't, like, somebody would have said something in that moment if he would have did something crazy, and nothing happened. And it's just like
laughs, chuckles.
Yeah, for me, it's like
away.
At what point does this have to stop? Because I'm not gonna lie to you, right? We all know that if a woman says something, we gotta make sure that we go there first, right? We gotta say, hey, we gotta take this seriously. We can't see it as a joke. We have to investigate. But if you don't do your due diligence and just take it at face value, then you're gonna get more people in trouble over nothing.
Exactly.
So now you're taking Michael Irvin off the Super Bowl coverage, and now y'all look crazy because y'all didn't do your due diligence, but you're the NFL? Make it make sense.
And the crazier part about it, we would have not known had you not taken them off.
Right.
Like, we know only about the incidents because y'all are saying, hey, we have to take them off because of XYZ.
Right.
Now everybody's looking at it and then seeing nothing happen.
Right.
So not only did y'all not even do y'all due diligence, but, like, y'all blew it up out of proportion to we wouldn't have even known.
Facts.
Like, really and truthfully, you got to do your due diligence on both sides. So if you're telling me you want to pay attention to what people are saying and pay attention to the accusations that people bring up, that's right. You're not wrong for that. So if you say Michael Irvin said something to this person, XXXX, like you said, investigate it. Pay attention to it, see what happened, and look for the evidence. If you haven't looked for the evidence, then we're just moved into a point of where we believe all
just hearsay.
accusers. Yeah.
Man,
it's a point of where we believe all accusers. And in a perfect world, all accusers are right. But we're not in the perfect world right now. And it's a situation where anybody can make any accusation off of anybody about anything. And we're all human beings, and just like we got good human beings, we got bad human beings. Like,
yeah.
The best thing to do is what Michael Irving is doing.
The lawsuit.
Drop the hammer
Sue
on
him.
him.
Yep.
And that's what I was going to go to. Man dropped $100 million lawsuit
I want all
on
my
their
money.
head.
So every penny.
he gave him grace with that $100 million.
Yeah. I would have shot for $250 just to make them know I'm serious. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because we always talk about this as men, right? There's always accusations out there, right? They can just throw them around. And then when it comes back cap, nothing happens. They can just be able to walk back in society and everything is fine. But you get the stigma of always being that, because people always going to look at you. If they don't like you, they're always going to say, well, I remember this certain thing happened, and they're going to push a narrative. Mm-hmm. That's not fair.
Because they print the accusations on the front page.
Right.
But they put the retractions in the back.
Exactly.
And you keep the stain in your shirt.
Yeah.
And you can't get them
forever.
That stain is there forever.
Forever. So, that's the thing with me is that don't like, the NFL has to be better than this. Like, I don't know how many incidents you have to have until you get it right. I don't understand it. I really don't. It don't make sense to me.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
They got to deal with that lawsuit, so.
Yeah, it just
deal with that.
It just doesn't make sense to me, bro. It really doesn't make sense to me in regards to, like, how they move.
Defamation.
Yeah. Big time.
But as far as Super Bowl 2 weeks in between the Super Bowl, that's actually kind of light because Super Bowl gets kind of crazy.
Yes,
it usually gets kind of crazy.
We've had alleged murders. The thing with Andy Reid's son.
Yeah, so
there's a lot of things that happen.
So it's actually been a tame one. You had that one crazy backup Eagles player do something. It is what it is. But
hey,
Listen, I don't need him, so it is what it is.
Moving on. Hall of Fame class. Darrell Revis goes in.
First ballot, Revis.
Yeah, shouts to Revis.
He deserves it.
Well deserved.
Cousin Revis.
I think he's the second best cornerback in NFL history. So that makes sense. And DeMarcus Ware goes in. And he deserves it.
He deserves it too.
He was a Cowboys legend, man. And he played well for the Broncos as well, too.
19 sacks.
Yeah, I was about to say, like his defining moment ain't come as a Cowboy.
Well, he had plenty of moments as a Cowboy. He's going to go in as a Cowboy.
Yeah, 19
But his
sacks.
defining moment.
Yeah, but still.
Bro, of course, okay, he won a Super Bowl with Denver, but his career was highlighted in Dallas. Yeah. Just because you have a sack or two, it doesn't matter. Like that don't make your career. Don't make your career.
I ain't gonna hold you. That's why Aaron Rodgers ain't retired this year. Because if he did, he'd have to be second fiddle to Brady in the fucking Hall of Fame. Because it's 5 years. You know they both getting in first ballot.
Right.
So he gonna play at least one more year. He gonna have his own little thing.
Yeah. So shouts to them. Well respected. Well deserved for those legends. I think they had Devin Hester on the ballot. He fell short.
He's gonna get in.
He's good. He's gonna get in. Yeah.
It's not first ballot.
Get in.
Yeah,
Oh, Ryan. Ryan Klecko got in too, right? Ryan Klecko got in. He's been on the ballot for a while.
Yeah.
Like he was one of the Jets legends that should have been in for years. A long time ago.
Like New York Sax thing.
Yeah, a long time ago,
Long
bro.
time.
He was a legend. You know what I'm saying? So
Sack Exchange.
yes, New York Sack Exchange. Moving on to my irrelevant news of the week.
You got to be kidding me. I mean, how do you watch the... I mean, they stink.
We speak about greatness in here all the time. We speak about greatest of all times in sports, whatever sport you want to talk about. MJ, LeBron. You want to talk about baseball. You got Babe Ruth, Bonds, Griffey, Pujols, all of these names, right? Racing, you had Dale Earnhardt. You have all of these greats. Football. Who do we talk about? The GOAT, Brady. Who else is up there?
Manning,
Montana. Elway.
Go back to United States.
Unitas, right? You can go.
Testaverde.
Yeah, right, exactly, for the Jets. Yeah, Testaverde. The one thing that we never speak about is after a career is over, what do we do? What do they do? What do those greats do?
Go to Disney.
And the problem that I'm having,
I hate this nigga's lead up sometimes,
is Tom Brady, the greatest of all time to a lot of people. Greatest of all time to a lot of people. Man's in his underwear taking a selfie. What are we doing?
On the edge of the bed. What? I don't know.
Yo, listen, Giselle, I'm looking in the camera right now. Get your man back, please, because he's looking crazy out here.
City boys.
You see how
You're
much weight-
bugging. Price is going up.
Why he in his drawers.
That's why he in his drawers.
That's why he in his
Yo,
drawers.
the
right now.
only
boyfriend's a
Tom's is
Brazilian
going
jiu-jitsu
up,
instructor,
bro. What are you
man.
talking about? Boy, gonna get his bag up.
Yo,
You about to be in the
tweaking.
Haynes commercial. Act like you know,
His
man.
DM is jumping right now.
But here's the part that got me like really upset about the whole situation. He put a filter on a picture.
Oh, he did?
Wildin', bro. First of all, the angles all
Dude,
crazy. Hey,
he
yo,
put
you
a
need Giselle
filter
back.
on the picture.
It's wild. I don't know
like
what
an
he doing.
IG model. What are we doing?
trying to be more appealing.
No,
Nah, something
no.
like that.
You 45, bro.
Yeah,
With
he
the
trying to
gas
get a
box
snack,
and
man.
the fucking
Dude,
Hanes
like-
underwear.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it a buck with everybody in this room right now. If I could get away with slapping a small filter on my underwear pic and getting paid off that shit, I'm doing it.
All money ain't good money, y'all.
Listen,
Al,
this
you
is
said
why-
we good to do anything next week,
this
bro,
is
right?
what, bro. You already look crazy on this pod. So this what you saying right now, it falls right in line with what you did or what your statement has been all night. So that's fine. That's fine if you want to go.
You food, bro.
Facts.
You food.
Facts.
You better win this game.
Facts.
Like, I'm scared to keep talking.
Yo.
Yeah, you might
After the break,
get him a lawyer.
After the break, I'm gonna talk about. We're not done with this segment. After the break, I got some more. I wasn't done with my irrelevant news of the week. I got another one. Malik Beasley is now a Los Angeles Laker. Malik Beasley is the ex-boyfriend of Scottie Pippen Jr.'s mother.
Messy.
Scottie Pippen Jr. plays for the Lakers. Y'all see a problem there?
It's like being
they keeping it all
Dude, so check it. Did they beat Bron and Bronny to be the first father-son combo on the same team?
You see, that's why.
Yeah. Yo,
that's why I'm as petty as I am.
I'm not gonna say it. See, you said it. I ain't gonna say it.
That's why in life I'm as petty as I am, because
crazy.
I'm gonna, like, everybody knows. Don't put me in those situations, because if you put me in those situations, it's gonna be some shit. So his mother.
Just stop yourself, bro.
His mother.
Just stop yourself, bro.
Nah.
Moving on. Moving on. We not gonna finish it. Nope. Not doing it. Chill. We're done. He's batting 1,000.
We're done.
On this pod.
Don't do it.
He is batting 1,000 on this pod, bro.
Hold that one. Hold that one.
Y'all can
tuck
kill
it.
it.
You gotta tuck it. You gotta tuck it.
Yo, just leave it.
Tuck that.
Just leave it.
Because at the end of the day, his mama could have been a better mama and know what business she was dealing with. You ain't had to fuck with Beasley. You didn't have to sit there. And
but she didn't know that he was ever gonna be on the Lakers. I mean, she living her life.
You
man.
knew he was in the NBA. There's 32 teams.
Only person missing off the team now is Delonte West.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
Oh, my
So
God.
we gonna leave it there,
Poor
and that
Delonte.
is my irrelevant news of the week.
You got to be kidding me. I mean, how do you watch the? I mean, yeah,
Yo,
they
speaking of Delonte, I gotta
stink.
sit there and go to LeBron.
Just leave it alone, my nigga. Just leave it alone. Like, next segment, NBA trade deadline.
I mean, I'm just saying.
So we got to tag you out, bro.
It's a perfect segue, though.
Moving on.
Moving on.
It is a perfect segue, though.
Yeah.
It is pretty much a perfect segue.
Yeah, off camera.
NBA trade deadline was the most active trade deadline in history, right? We've never seen a trade deadline like this. There's a lot of movement. Kyrie Irving gets traded prior to the deadline. He gets traded to the Mavericks. Kevin Durant gets moved to the Phoenix Suns. There were some other ancillary trades that happened. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the Phoenix Suns first, obviously. That's the biggest deal of the trade deadline. Where does this put Phoenix? Does anybody think that they're going to be championship contenders right away? I personally don't think so. I'm not one of those people that look at a team on paper and says that they're going to win a chip. I need to see how the pieces work. I need to see how the offense works. KD, I don't have a problem with. I know you can put KD anywhere he's going to play, right? But the problem that I have with this team is their depth is gone. Their defense is pretty much sapped. They're going to have to go get some cheap pieces on the buyout market. Yep. So, yeah, you got Booker, you got KD and Ayton and all that. Okay, but you need a bench to win a championship. So, thoughts on KD? What do y'all think of the deal? And do y'all think that they got a legit shot?
I think they got the best deal of everyone because they have KD and they have him for years. He already has a signed contract. 4 years on his contract. And he's going to be around for a while. So even if they don't win in the immediate this season.
And Booker got what, 3 on his contract?
I'm not.
He has multi-year deals. Yeah, he has a multi-year.
But no, so they have a team that's going to contend for a couple of years. Like you said, no bench, so they might not go that far this year, but that's something I could fix in the offseason. And having KD, Booker, and
before they
Ayton,
even talk about fixing it, like, you tell me who's going to deal with KD and Booker.
That's what they said in Brooklyn, too.
In Brooklyn, you had a player who only played in what?
So who's to say that Booker is going to play a lot of games?
Yeah,
he's already missed a lot of games this year.
Yeah, Booker's not him though.
That's what they're talking
But
about.
no one was saying that at the time, so you can't say that now.
I was
he was the only person really who was like, they're not playing defense. I don't see them going anywhere. But nobody else was.
Everybody was on that Brooklyn train.
Everybody was on that train, so we can't even. That's hindsight. Really.
Because I play basketball, so it's more than just names on a paper. Is what I'm saying. Is that we've seen what super teams can do.
Yeah,
but we've also seen the dark side of the moon in regards to super teams. If it's not the right fit, if guys don't stay healthy, and if you don't have a bench, your team is gonna look weak.
The Avengers lost the first time. Let's keep it real.
Word. The bench was weak.
The bench was weak on that, dog.
That's a good one.
I don't see that team long term.
Guarantee isn't as strong as they were, as far as depth wise.
Of course not.
And they're nowhere near as strong as they were defensively. But you really tell me who's going to defend the wing against Booker and KD?
But hold up, there's one thing we're not talking about though. Even though, the fact that the depth is gone, and you have Chris Paul.
That's the biggest winner. Chris Paul got to go against the number 3 player.
He's not gonna last throughout the playoffs, bro. It don't matter.
What you got, Chili McFreeze?
Long term, I don't see it working.
In the short term, they might have a shot.
Short term, 2 years, right? Maybe 3.
Yeah, I agree.
Contracts are not going to allow them to go longer than that.
I agree.
They got to win it now and next year.
Yep.
That's it.
I agree with you guys.
It's done.
And I'm gonna put this stamp on it, and then we're gonna move on. The reason why I really have to see it, or I don't even have confidence in them winning. KD's great, right? Booker, hey, he can score. But the real problem is what Casso just said. Chris Paul is the black cat. I call him Black Cat Paul for a reason. Listen, this is the perfect scenario. He has KD, Booker, Ayton, and one of the best coaches in the NBA.
It gotta happen.
If he don't win this year, he's never going to win. Never. And I'm telling you, you're going to see a black cat walk past that arena at some point. I'm telling you, man.
Facts.
I'm telling you.
He's gonna get injured,
Black,
bro. I don't want to wish that
black
on him.
cat.
But that's
it's
what
not
they
even
all
him.
facing. The
It's
whole
not even
team.
him.
Yo,
Guys,
real talk.
it's not even him. It's gonna be somebody else.
Yeah.
Black
Yo, real
Cat
talk,
Paul strikes every time. I'm telling you.
Better call State Farm.
Facts.
Better sign Cliff Paul.
Real talk. I hope. Because
Don't say that, bro.
Cut his mic off. Cut his mic off.
If somebody were to get
Tag
injured,
him out, please.
I'd hope it be CP3 because
What are you doing?
Because then I can't talk shit about him. Because if he don't get injured, everybody gonna talk shit.
Yo,
about
that just
CP3.
proved the point, right?
Yes, but let him get injured.
Listen, he's gotten to the NBA Finals already, so he's done what a lot of people said that he couldn't do. He just has to win one now. If he doesn't win one, I mean, he still got there. A lot of people haven't gotten there, so his career is set either way. Like whether he ends up getting a ring, he's already defined as one of the top 10 point guards of all time.
Yeah.
So I mean,
It'll be
but
nice
for
him to
me,
win, but
listen, he's just bad luck. Like some people just got black clouds over them. AD, Chris Paul, like that. Some people just got it. That's it.
AD do got a bubble contract with the LA Lakers.
Bubble who?
A bubble championship.
Championship's a championship, bro. You can't really.
It's a bubble
That
championship.
sounds like hating. That sounds like hating.
It's not hating.
Definitely
it's
sat on the
definitely
bench
hating,
when your
bro.
man won.
It's definitely hating. Like when you put bubble in front of the championship, nobody ever puts lockout in front of Tim Duncan's
And you know the
championship.
funniest part about
Nobody
the bubble
ever puts
championship?
Yeah, but Tim Duncan got a couple of different
The
championships.
funniest
Doesn't
part
matter.
about the
So does
bubble
LeBron.
championship to me is
Oh,
the number of people begging for basketball
Right.
before then.
Right.
I remember that shit.
That was a good season. I ain't gonna hold you. I appreciated that, Joy.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yo,
it's like
it was good to see.
But you hear what I'm saying? Like, that's
we
the
had nothing to
narrative
watch.
that I
Had
don't
nothing
like.
to do.
Is that
it was
when
the bubble and
what?
Versus.
Yeah.
Facts, right?
Yeah.
Facts.
The only reason they even say the bubble don't count is because Kawhi didn't do what he was supposed to do and get to the
Because
Western
everybody was talking
Conference
about the Clippers that year.
Exactly.
Hey, Clippers
Kyrie
don't
got
win.
Clippers versus Lakers. Even if the Lakers won, then it is what it is. But because they didn't do what they were supposed to, now it's not real.
The whole media narrative that year was Clippers going to win. Clippers have the best.
City, Chip City.
Clippers, King of LA.
Quiet's Town. You driving the Oldsmobile. Quiet's Town, the Cadillac.
What ended up happening?
Dummy.
Get out of here with that team, right? But moving on, we had more trades. Now, for me, obviously, I'm a Lakers fan, right? I believe that outside of the Brooklyn Nets getting what they got for KD, getting what they got for Kyrie Irving, they reset their team, they reset their market, got their picks. I think the Lakers did the best in regards to the trade deadline. What they did to overhaul that team, getting rid of Russell Westbrook, getting rid of Pat Bev, getting rid of Thomas Bryant, and getting those pieces back. They got back flexibility that they didn't have for the last 2 years because of that rush trade.
Yeah.
So for them, like this team is better, or not better, but this is the best team that they've had since the bubble championship because of the depth, because of the shooting, because of the defense. So they may not make a great run this year and be a championship team, but next season, this team gonna be all right. This team's definitely gonna be all right.
And they got two picks that I really respect. They got my man Mo Bamba. And they got the
who, D'Angelo?
Nah. Yeah, Blackzilla.
Okay, Blackzilla. They got Rui Hachimura.
HR,
he's fire, bro. He's a deal maker.
Nah, that's a fire name though. I ain't gonna lie.
I know.
Blackzilla's hard.
I rock with it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna steal that from you, Chloe. Blackzilla, I like that.
Give me my pub.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I think they did very, very well, and everybody knows how I feel about Russell Westbrook. The fact that he's of course.
I'm with him.
Y'all made a mistake, man.
I'm with him.
You don't know if you're gonna make an argument sitting in that chair and telling me that Russell Westbrook is a good basketball player at this stage of his career, then you don't know hoops.
I'm not doing that.
You don't know hoops.
I'm gonna make a argument and say that Russell Westbrook sat there and figured out what his role was.
And what was his role?
Off the bench, 15 points a game.
Like, it's actually 18.
Oh, thank you.
But are you going to take the 18 points a game, the 6 rebounds, and the 8 assists with 4 turnovers off the bench? That's the problem. You see, a lot of people, this is the issue in regards to basketball conversations, right? This is why, for me, I always find it comical when I speak to certain people who say they watch basketball, because I can be able to take up a stat sheet and numbers can tell me what it is, but numbers lie all the time. If you don't watch a game and just see Russell Westbrook's number, hey, killing, yeah, great. But when you watch him play and see the awful decisions that he makes, to see the bad turnovers, to see the low IQ, to see how he has fits on the bench that causes disruption on your basketball team. Those things matter. The last straw that they had was him and Darvin Ham had an argument at halftime at that Oklahoma City game. Why are you arguing? Because you got taken out of the game? He got taken out of the game, and instead of him getting off the court quickly, he walks slowly to the bench. And Darvin Ham is giving him the bullet eyes like, okay, you're going to try to show me up. This is why everybody has been saying, and me, I've been saying it for years. After Oklahoma City gave him that big deal, I said, this is going to be his last contract in the NBA. He will retire because nobody will want him after this. So if it wasn't for Darvin Ham
he would finish
convincing him, this is how you're going to be able to extend your career, because at the end of the day, ain't nobody taking you on their team to start no more, fam. It's not happening.
Let me jump in real quick. So I've been having this argument online in basketball chat rooms because LeBron haters want to point out how LeBron has the most turnovers in NBA history. Real smart people understand that that's a counting stat. You actually have to be good at basketball to end up having that many turnovers because you played a long time.
Right.
Everybody on the list is either a supreme great player or was a ball handler or was straight up a point guard. Nobody on that list, top 20, at any point in their career was regarded as a turnover-prone player.
Correct.
The only person on that list who had turnover-prone in front of their name
is Russell Westbrook.
And he's number 3 on the list.
Correct.
Number 3, turnovers all time. Over Kobe, over Jason Kidd.
Do you know that Westbrook led the NBA in turnovers maybe 9 of his 13 seasons? Or 9 of his 14 seasons?
Number 3 on the list.
That's more
it took LeBron 20 years to get number 1 being a great player.
So when I have conversations with people about basketball, I really need to ask them what they're watching. Because if somebody turns the ball over a lot and you make bad decisions in crunch time, that's like people say that Dak Prescott's not a good quarterback because he throws picks, right? Is anybody ever going to say that Dak Prescott is as good as Mahomes? Your eyes tell you that he's not. So when you watch Russell Westbrook, your eyes tell you what you're seeing. It's not rocket science.
So is Russell Westbrook the Jameis Winston of NBA?
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
Yes, you know what? That's actually a good comparison.
Jameis Winston,
30 for 30.
That's a good comparison.
He's
it really is.
30, bro.
That's a good one, Claw. I like that. Yeah,
Jameis Winston.
He can hit the home run, and he's gonna turn it over too. So he's gonna make big plays, and he's gonna cost you some plays too. Definitely Jameis Winston.
30
for the NBA. Absolutely. And he was a 20-20-20 guy, right? He had that triple double. Remember the 20-20-20 triple double. So that's him. That's who Russell Westbrook is. And but here's where I'm gonna kick back on the media and their narrative BS, right? I'm not a fan of Russell Westbrook. I've always said that basketball-wise, he's a terrible, inefficient, low basketball IQ basketball player. It's going to be in the Hall of Fame because of his numbers. I ain't going to take that away from him. He's a Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall of Famer.
But that doesn't mean that he's great in regards to certain pressure situations, right? Karl Malone was a great player, sucked in the playoffs. Pressure situations. Tracy McGrady, great regular season player, sucked in the playoffs in pressure situations. Certain guys just don't live up to the bill in regards to the pressure situations. Doesn't mean you're a bad player overall, right? He has a resume. Here's my issue with what they did to Russell Westbrook on trade day. When you put out a narrative talking about that he's a vampire, that's BS. It's funny, right? But at the end of the day, he has kids, right? His kids are going to have to now fight in school because of that narrative that they're putting out there. Westbrook is one thing, right? Westbrook or whatever it is that's a name. But when you say things like he sucks the life out of your team and you calling him a vampire, as a reporter, shame on you. You should never report that because whatever source you got that from, they probably spoke to you and was like off the record. This is what I've heard in regards to him just sucking the energy out of the team. Pause. That doesn't mean That doesn't mean that you have to put that on wax in the news. You can just keep that in the tuck and say, listen, they wanted to get rid of him. Both sides agreed to this trade. You didn't have to put that narrative out there. Mm-hmm. That's corny. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So this is the first and last time I'm gonna defend Russell Westbrook because that's foul. That's corny. You should not do that to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody deserves that type of treatment because what are you gaining out of that? What are you gaining? So if he doesn't get another job now because of your narrative or what you spilled in the media, are you gonna feel bad about that?
They won't. Of
course they won't. But it's foul. You know what I'm saying? So that for me, I don't like that. They need to do better with that. The Knicks made a trade for Josh Hart. My Knicks fans in the building. How do you guys feel?
Ecstatic.
Y'all gotta speak on it.
I'm good with it.
Solid move. It's a 3-and-D guy. You know what I mean? And he's a character too. You guys are gonna like Josh Hart. He's good on IG. He's very funny. He's a team guy.
I don't care about the IG. Jalen Brunson is happy.
I'm happy.
I'm happy, bro.
The coach's son is happy. That's all we care
Jalen
about.
Brunson, your new favorite player now?
Oh yeah.
What about
Don't say it, bro. No, yeah.
Come on, man.
Don't say that.
What about Julius Randle?
Don't bring that up, though, bro. Don't bring what you said up, though.
Julius Randle just has to be the role player that he is, and that's all it is.
No. He thinks higher.
Oh no, hold on. Oh, you just
That's
reminded
what I'm
me.
talking about,
I can't do it right now. I can't do it right. I should though.
No, you shouldn't, bro.
You should
Don't
not.
do it, bro.
Cat's out the bag, bro.
Yo, hold on.
Cat's out the bag.
Moving on, bro.
No. Okay. Hold on.
Cat, yo.
So now I have to say it.
Let's move on, bro.
Now I have to say it.
Oops, it looks like I trolled you.
Did y'all know? All right, for the Maniac fans in the building, you guys are Patrick Ewing fans, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Hall of Famer, great player,
Nice guy.
worked hard, right? I loved him, right? Patrick Ewing's career numbers, Hall of Fame worthy. 22 points a game, over 10 rebounds, like 2.5 blocks, all of these things, right? Great. Shot like, 70% from the line, good mid-range jump shooter.
Especially from the corner.
Yes, especially from that little elbow there. Yeah. Baseline. Did you guys know that Julius Randle has better numbers than Patrick Ewing?
Nah, bro. Don't do that, bro.
It's a different league.
Yeah.
Different
Doesn't count.
So
Don't do it, bro.
It's just a brawn era.
Should Knicks fans start to appreciate Julius Randle in some elite class? Man, listen, if that were me, if we gonna talk about the numbers,
Objection.
if we gonna talk about the numbers,
Objection.
and mind you, for my fans out there, I'm trolling. Obviously, I don't think this, but
argument could be made.
it's a conversation. Listen, if you just go on the stats right now, all right. If you just don't have any names and you put the stats there, you're gonna be like, yeah, give me the stats to the right. And then when door number 2 reveals itself, it's Julius Randle.
The blind reveal.
Facts. So what you gonna say, huh?
What's the years, man?
You gonna get that man his flowers?
What's the years?
What you mean?
How many years, man?
What you mean?
Fuck each side, man. How many years?
Yo, I don't even know
Pat
how
was
I
on the
feel
Knicks
about
for like 15, 16 years.
All right, Julius Randle.
But in a short window, man, it's 2 All-Star appearances. The man was most improved. He didn't win most improved, right? Did he?
It's a different East,
got
bro.
a bag.
It's a different
he
East.
averaged like 24 and 10 right there.
He got a bag.
Yo, I don't know how I feel about you as a person right now.
You know what I'm saying, Al?
Yeah,
Crazy right here.
like why would you even do that for?
I'm just
on
putting it out
camera?
there. I'm asking a question. You see, this is what happens
you're
when people ask
starting to
questions.
fight.
No,
You're starting to fight.
I'm asking a question. I'm asking a question. This is what's wrong. Like, as a media person, I'm just asking a question. It's not valid?
No.
All right, cool. So we moving on. Thoughts about Kyrie Irving in Dallas, real quick.
I can't stand Kyrie. I've been waiting all week to say I think this dude is not what y'all think he is. I was calling him a bum earlier in the week. People got really upset. I still think he's a bum. To me, for what you're looking for in a tier 1 player, he does not give it to you. He consistently fails. He consistently doesn't show up in the postseason. And I don't mean he fails as in he makes the attempt. A lot of people make it. It's sports. There's only be one winner.
Right.
He's a guy who's supposed to be a force multiplier. If your team has a 12% chance to win the chip and you get him at the trade deadline, y'all supposed to go up to 37%. If y'all at 68, y'all supposed to go up to 88. Right. Everywhere he goes, he burns the place down. Without LeBron, he's never been out of the second round. Why is this guy supposed to be considered one of the top 10 in the NBA?
His skill.
Why is he supposed to be considered top 75?
His skill
But all his
definitely
skill,
still
what has
top
that
tier.
gotten him? What has that done for him?
I understand, but the man, if we're just going to talk about skill,
Then send him to the Pistons and make him sell some tickets.
He's bar none, probably the greatest small talent in history. Better than AI, better than Zeke, better than a lot of small guards.
Zeke got 2 rings and carried the team.
I'm just talking about just talent-wise. We're not talking about the character. We're not talking about his impact. We're just talking about the talent. That talent is out of this world. And that's why people deal with his nonsense. Facts. Because he's the most, I'm telling you, I feel you on that. But the dude can hoop. Man, his first game with Dallas, he goes off.
But Dallas went to the Western Conference Finals last year.
Yes.
What happens when they get bounced out the first round this year because they got no defense?
It's
going to be another year that you put Kyrie on the team, and because he's on the team, we're going to the championship. We're going to win. And the reason y'all going to lose, it's going to be because of him.
I got you. I understand. But boy can ball.
He can put the ball in.
Right. After the break, I'm going to talk to my man Ty Buttrey from the Houston Astros. After the break.
He has changed the game. Whether you like it or not, he's changed it. He's impacted the game in some fashion or form.
I'm gonna find a bar mitzvah for you to go to, and you gonna turn that motherfucker out.
Yeah, all the gals watching.
Crack him if you got him.
All the gals watching. Minus 6.
And I would like to formally welcome you to
Welcome.
Welcome.
And welcome.
The Grid.
To the Grid.
To the Grid.
To the Grid.
Welcome to the Grid.
And welcome to the Grid.
Welcome to the Grid.
Welcome back, y'all. So without further ado, my new segment, Phone a Friend.
Call him up, 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 call him up. Competing for a reason, trying to stay undefeated, yeah. Call him up, 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 call him up. Biggest game of the season, don't lie, we're all leaving, yeah.
Who I have on the show today, I spoke to him almost 2 years ago. He had retired at that time, and we had a great conversation. Went into detail about a lot of things in his life and what he was pursuing, and we really had a great in-depth conversation. Really good guy. He's now with the Houston Astros down there in Florida in spring training. Welcome to the show, my man Ty Buttrey. How you doing, man?
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me on, Barry.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's been 2 years. It's crazy to think back, when we first had this first time, and now we're here just kind of reminiscing about what just, everything that got me to this point, and obviously what got you to this point, because things are looking good. I've been following what you've been putting out there, so it's always good to see good content.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you. So let's kind of take it a little back, Ty. I remember the day like it was yesterday. It was April 4th, 2021, and I got the ticker on ESPN. I was just like, Ty Buttrey retired. What the hell's going on? So I reached out to you and I said, hey, listen, man, I would love to interview you. And you hit me back and said, listen, I'm not taking any interviews right now, but when I'm ready, we can definitely get it going. And you definitely kept your word, man. And we had a great conversation about how it was for you in regards to burnout and you not having the love of the game. And, it was really a difficult time for you. And it was an easy decision to kind of walk away from that. So, almost 2 years removed, you and your beautiful wife, Sam, you guys have, went into a lot of things and kind of spent a lot of time together, really did some soul searching and doing some other stuff, some philanthropy stuff and some charity stuff and nonprofit stuff. But do you feel that your love of the game is back now?
Man, that's a great question. I think it's an easy question now, because back then when I was young, 19 years old, we go through this game. And anyways, Barry, just like I said, I appreciate you taking interest in this, because it is definitely like a situation that it's at times was kind of difficult to kind of deal with, not having a routine every day, not going to the field, not being around teammates and coaches, and just really detaching. Like at first, everything was great. I definitely, as you said earlier, and as we talked about this in the past, like that's kind of how I looked at it now, is just burnout. It's an interesting thing. There's a lot of factors that can go on. I've said a lot of things about it. And for me, it's just about understanding where I was then and trying to do something different than just baseball. Yes, do I love it now? Yeah, like I love everything about it and everything that it gives me. I just, at the time, it definitely wasn't an enjoyable process, just because of all the pressure and like stress, that the anxiety and things that you can add on to your plate. It's not an enjoyable feeling, especially when you're doing it 160 something times a year, spring training, off season, and you've done it for your whole life. You just get to the point, and that's where COVID really kind of emphasized that. Was this is not I'm not trying to say like COVID caused me to do this. It just, COVID gave me the opportunity to do something other than baseball. And so my wife and I really capitalized on that. We lived in an RV, we traveled across the country. Right. We did all kinds of stuff, man. So for me, it was just, my life was just this one path. COVID happened. We did some other things. I really found enjoyment with those other things. And things just kind of transpired from there. Started asking a little bit more questions, understanding, why things happen more, detaching from certain things that maybe felt like they were pulling you in a negative way. Trying not, I definitely had some anger going out. I think a little bit too, just had some built up frustration with maybe how I dealt with stuff in the past with baseball. And now it's all fun now, because it's basically, you understand why you play this game, what you do it for, and everything else. It's super simple from there, man. Like, you go to the field, you do your business, you work out, you have that one goal in mind, and that's to basically just get the batter out. And that's how I look at it. Like, I'm looking at it like day by day instead of year by year. It's like, my job's to come to the field, be the best teammate, be the best player, do my job as well as possible, and then get the batter out as many times as and that's where it's like the game aspect of it, that I never looked at it before.
Right.
It was like a job. It's like, it truly is a game when you look at it. Like, I have to be better than the hitter more times than he's better than me. But anyways, it's a long way of answering your question. Yeah. Like I do love it. I do love it now.
Yeah.
Just because I really was able to take kind of a step back and just understand, okay, why am I playing this? What do I like about it? And all those things that maybe at a young kid at 4 or 5 years old, you just don't really get to ask yourself,
Yeah, absolutely, man. I mean, you said, growing up, you were never truly a fan of it. And it was because of your physical attributes. You're tall, you have this big arm, and all of those things. Is like, okay, why not play baseball? And it's like, now you understand why you were given those physical gifts, why you were given this special, gift of throwing. And it's now, you still have time to be able to have a very solid career and understand what you're doing, and, kind of enjoy the game within the game, right? Because, pitching is a science, and it's all about, being able to hit the corners and understanding what the batter's, what his tendencies are, where he doesn't like the ball, and where you can be able to do things. So there's so much different elements into pitching that it can keep your mind occupied if you're really focused and you give it your all. So, it's really good to see that you have that passion again. And, I'm a big fan of you. I've always been a big fan. So, I'm definitely going to be rooting for you 100%, man.
Thank you.
Of course. Now, you signed the minor league deal and got a spring training invitation with the Houston Astros. They're the defending champs. Do you see that uptick of, that level of competition, that level of, okay, this is this is a World Series team here. I know that they've missed some, they're losing some parts, but this is still a team that's very, very formidable. And, how's it going so far down there?
Yeah, it's incredible. It's definitely a different experience than Arizona the last couple of years. Being on the Gulf side in Fort Myers was definitely with Boston for 5 years. That was fun, but that was the minor leagues. And I never really experienced big league camp out there. So being able to come over to West Palm Beach and close to Miami, like it's a very nice feel. Like you just enjoy, I've always enjoyed spring training. I really have always, I like it. It's a special time of year for me. My wife loves it, but there's definitely just an energy in the air when you walk in. It's just I guess it's just impressive because there's an expectation now set.
Right.
Like before, they've been winning for the last 6 years and competing heavily every single year. And it's like at some point you have to sit back and say, what are they doing that other teams aren't?
Right.
And you keep seeing pitchers go into that organization and come out, better than they ever were. It's a
lot of success. Absolutely.
A lot of success across the board, man. The hitters, the approach, but I think that just goes into the work ethic. When I've just walking in, seeing everyone, everybody's extremely focused when they're working, which is cool to see. There's not, it's kind of a downtime right now. So I don't want to speak, I guess I don't want to speak too much on this just because for me, it's just a really positive experience to be within an organization that's winning. In order to basically test yourself against the best out there, and they have the best, staff and bullpen out of anybody. And so if you can compete with that and you can make that team, what does that say about you? I think it's a pretty interesting dynamic that I love being here so far.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, in regards to you personally, how was it hard for you to regain your mechanics? Because obviously, being away from the game for a year, what was the hardest thing? Was it trying to find a new delivery? Was it a different arm angle? Was it the same thing? Did you tweak certain things? Did you kind of try to break things down and build yourself back up? What strategy did you really kind of focus on?
Wow. Honestly, Barry, it has been way harder than I thought. This process coming back, man, it's been tough. It has been, I did a lot of running and I did a lot of swimming in my routine. I did this daily routine where I just tried to keep something every day. I did it for a long time. And it really kind of kept me grounded while I was away from the game. But during that process, sitting around a lot more, not stretching every single day, not eating healthy every single day, not having your body, massaged and stretched by trainers, mobility exercises, power explode. Dude, it's a whole system. It's like you're building a Ferrari up from ground zero.
Right.
And so I that's just how I look at it. I'm trying to build my body up as strong and as explosive as possible. And I did that for so long and for so many years that when you stop doing that, you just go from this to just straight down.
Wow.
Yeah. Your joints, you have to put med balls and heavy weights and plyos and you have to stress the joints and the capsules and the ligaments and expand them and, work them, get the muscle stronger, man. And so, not to mention I was 270 pounds at 29% body fat and I played at 238 14% body fat.
Right.
Yeah, I'm definitely finally getting back to almost where I was before when I stopped, which is cool.
Good. That's amazing. Yeah. Listen, man, and that's a testament to your dedication and your hard work of trying to get back there. You know what I mean? It's that in itself would make guys quit. You know what I mean? Just the comeback, right? So, the fact that you're there, you're going to get some more work and you're going to continue to elevate your game. So, definitely kudos to you for that. You should definitely, pat yourself on the back for that, man.
Thank you. No, it's been hard. It's been hard. Last year was tough. AAA was tough, but I'm definitely, I also, as you were talking about genetics too, it helps when you have the body frame and you have the ability to do that. You know, not a lot of people have the ability to be as explosive as other athletes. And I wish I was more explosive than I can list you, 5 guys right now that I wish I was like. It's just how things are. And it's just how how life is. And so you just accept it, and whatever you got, you just have to give it your best with it. It's definitely cliche, but you really do got to focus and try really, really hard.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, there's a couple of rule changes in Major League Baseball this year. You know, you got the pitch clock, and you have the elimination of the shift. Now, what are your thoughts on the pitch clock?
I pitch quick anyways, so to me it's second nature. Like, dude, I love pitching quick. Like, everybody's always tried to slow me down. I'm like, does it really matter?
Right.
You know, who says you can't go fast? Like, there's no rule on that. So if this helps me, then I'm just gonna go, hey, throw the ball, catch it, run back up, get back on the mound, throw it again. But I do think we did it in AAA this year or last year, and it was fine. Like, it was, to me, not a big deal.
Right.
It was easy. It maybe sped the game up 15, 20 minutes, but the games out there, they used to be 2 hours and 30 minutes, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Now games are hour 50, 2 hours and 10 minutes. So it's nice. It's nice having it's definitely nice to see that. And then the shift to me is, I always gave up hits up the middle anyway. So it's like, just stick someone right up behind second base and I'll be happy. Oh, and then down third base line too.
Right. Yeah. Well, listen, man, I definitely am happy that the shift is gone, because I think it was, it served its purpose, but it's just one of those ancillary things that it just didn't have its place anymore in the game. You know what I mean? But in regards to the pitch clock, I agree with you. I think, we'll see a difference, I guess, in regards to the time, 30, 35 minutes or so, but just to get guys comfortable of working quick, of being able to process quicker and be able to get right into your mechanics and kind of, get the ball going. So I think it's going to be a really, really good thing for Major League Baseball, man. And, the fact that you're already, you already work quick, it has no bearings on your game anyway. So, that's definitely a good thing.
Yep.
Now, you and Sam, you guys, when you had your hiatus, you had a myriad of shows that I used to frequently watch. Are you gonna bring those back?
Man, Drip Social was a passion. That was a lifestyle. That was like a whole trippy, awesome brand without the trippy. Like, that just was us thinking, let's have fun with people that supported us, that want to just do something different. Sam and I love entrepreneurship. We love it, man. And I have an eccentric side, clearly. I've always loved art. I still wish I would have been, stuck with art for a while. I gave it up a long time, but I was really good. I think that's why I'm drawn to NFTs too. So
yeah.
I love NFTs. I'm obsessed with those.
You're gonna have to put me onto that, man. I am behind on the NFT game. You got to put me on that.
Hey, you know what? Everyone's going to be onto it in a certain amount of time. Okay. So you just got to pick your time slot. It's like, you want to jump in now, you want to jump in 10 years from now.
Got you.
It's up to you.
Got you.
But the shows definitely are going to probably, it's tough because that was like the off season.
Yeah.
Sam and I had we had no responsibilities. It was just her and I. We could do whatever we want. We had fun. We had a blast. Her and I have the most fun together, I think, than anyone. So to be able to do that with your wife and try to build a business and just have fun with each other and live in Florida and have some wine at night.
Yeah.
It's fun, man. So I definitely will do stuff after baseball, but for now it's like, I think that's something too. Like, I've always had that side that I wanted to discover. Like, I've always loved business, and I've always loved investing and stuff like that. I think a lot of athletes do, but you really do got to take it with a mild approach and understand that, hey, right now, like, you spent, and that's where I got to. Like, I got to the point where I was like, I spent 20 years playing this game. Like,
right.
I'm not going to just throw this away and start another 20 years on something completely new, because if you're, if you're going to do something, to me, it's like, if you're going to do something for life that you really want to pursue, like, I just don't settle for not trying to be the best. Not saying you're going to be the best, but like, give it an honest shot to be, be the very best that you can, but like really stretch the limits with what you think is like trying to be the best. And like I'm naturally a lazy guy, so I push myself a little harder, Like
I get you. I get you, man. I get you. So I know you're not big into like other sports, but are you gonna watch the Super Bowl this weekend?
Oh my God. I was like, no one's gonna ask me if I'm gonna watch football. Yeah, I'm gonna watch it just because it's impressive to see what Patrick Mahomes is doing. I mean, it's incredible. I love it. Guy's just an absolute freak. He's amazing to watch. And the Eagles, I feel like so many people hate on the Eagles. I don't really keep up with football, but like I like to see them just like sticking it to people. Like, all right, we're in the Super Bowl, like I don't know. Yeah, but I will watch it. I'm not gonna like tune in like hard to it though.
Yeah, man.
Besides the Panthers,
you're gonna watch it. It's a culture thing at this point. It's definitely a culture thing that everybody watches the Super Bowl. So I figured I'd ask you because I know you're a man of you're into different things and you'd rather play your video games and all that other stuff. So you know what I mean?
Dude, I do love my video games, but I just I do love my video games, but I'm actually very like intrigued with what the commercials are for these Super Bowls. Like last year was like there's some awesome stuff. I love learning about that stuff. So I know the Mets, I think, just paid $1 million to advertise. That was on some article or something. So we'll see. I'm sure NFT company, Digi whatever something. Yeah. They're going to be advertising their NFT companies. So
okay.
Yeah. So it's like, it's kind of getting to that point now.
Nah, that's what's up, man. Like I said, man, you're gonna have to give me some pointers on this NFT thing sometime during the season, man. But I'm definitely gonna have you. Hopefully, if you have the time, man, you could be able to come in here and give some insight in regards to how the season is going and stuff like that. But I wish you nothing but success for this season. I think you're going to do great. I think you're with the right organization. I think they're going to take care of you. I think you're going to be able to learn a lot of things and add to your game and hone your craft and really show everybody, how talented Ty Buttrey is. So, I'm definitely going to be rooting for you, buddy.
Honestly, Barry, thank you, man. Appreciate you saying that. It's I'm excited. Like, I'm really excited now. Like, this is definitely the next 10, 11 years of my life is going to be a point where you get to kind of really strive for what you've wanted. And so I'm excited to pursue that. And throwing hard is something I've always admired. I mean, that's a major reason why I love the game of baseball. It's like to be able to go out there and try to do something as hard as you can and as precise as you can and as specialized. You feel like you're a heart surgeon, even though it's definitely not the same, but like with that intent, it's very hard to get that level of focus. And I'm nowhere near a lot of these guys out there. So it's, to come to this organization and see people do that and just watch pros that have been doing it for a long time. It's fun to kind of try to compete with that, I guess you could say.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I'm a Mets fan, but I'm going to be rooting for the Astros heavy. And I'm a big Dusty Baker guy too. So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm excited to meet him. I can't wait.
Yeah, definitely, man. Well, Ty, it was fun to have you on, man. Like I said, man, hopefully I can have you on during the season so we could talk a little baseball.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely, we can probably do some over the All-Star break and maybe on just we have off days too. So we have an off day every single week. So I'm sure we can find some there. But just hit me up, man. You have my number and we can go from there.
All right, man. I'll talk to you.
All right. See you, Barry. See you, Nicole.
All right, later, man. Shouts to my man Ty Buttrey. Great dude down there with the Houston Astros. Gonna do his thing this season. So I'm gonna talk to him more this season. Hopefully when he comes down to Queens, we can get him on the couch. After the break, the greatest segment on the planet, Dummy of the Week.
Dummy, yeah.
Welcome back, y'all. So without further ado, the greatest segment on the planet, Dummy of the Week.
Dummy, yeah.
Every week I go around the room and I ask, who are the dummies of the week? I'm sure there's a lot. Claw, who you got?
Drake.
Explain.
For that corny ass LeBron celebration he did.
That was bad,
Yo,
dude.
Drake is like,
he was just like, oh, sorry, I'm in the club.
Sorry, brother. Girls say hi. Like, yo, shut up. You're like the Russell Wilson of like
damn, you going that far?
Yeah,
he's
bro.
the Russell Wilson of rap.
When he does that, because you can't trust him. Like, yo, he has 7 different accents.
Facts.
Yo, he's a rapper from Memphis. Next minute he's Canadian. The next minute he's
ATL.
The last minute he's in London. Yo, fam.
Take a trip to
All right,
Jamaica,
so
and then he's a white guy.
So basically,
bro.
the artist and the person are two different people, right? Like the music is what it is.
Tell you something. The L7 matches up with the square. It's the same thing. So that's your man's be.
Wow. Okay. So Drake gets the
Dummy. Yeah.
Casso, you got anybody?
For lack of time and thought, you just gotta go to the go-to, bro. Gotta go Russell Wilson, man. Like, I have nowhere else to go, bro.
Would you call him the scammer?
Oh, no, I ain't gonna say that's Hustle Wilson right there.
Hustle Wilson gets the
dummy. Yeah.
from Casso. Phil, who you got?
Ooh, I gotta go with those two high school basketball teams in Oklahoma. That game that ended 2-4.
Oh, yo.
What?
Dude,
what?
it was the worst game ever recorded.
Wait.
They missed everything.
Everything.
Wait. 48 minutes of basketball.
Well, high school is 36.
36 minutes of basketball.
Well, no, 32, excuse me.
32 minutes of basketball.
Half an hour of basketball.
2 to 4?
Yes.
Dummy. Yeah. Nah, bro.
It's
nah, bro. They got it. They got it.
It's crazy.
What?
Yo.
Somebody
Yo.
I think one of those points were at the free throw line.
Oh no!
Poor referee had to call.
Yo, could you imagine reffing that game, bro? Nah, son.
Wait, it was a bad game, a good defense. Like
Bad game. You need to stop. You need to stop.
It's crazy.
Chili McFreeze, who you got?
I got America.
What?
About this flying object from wherever it came from. It took them a week to blow this thing down out the sky.
Yo, they just shot down another one. You know that, right?
Yo, blow this thing out the sky before it even gets here. And there's still debris falling on everybody. Like, come on, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing?
I respect that. I like that one.
Come on, man.
They just shot down another one.
Yo, what are they waiting for?
Yo,
they're waiting for it to get somewhere where they can blow it down. Yeah, debris fell.
They're
kill
saying
people.
they're saying that they don't know what's in there.
Yeah,
so
but
they're scared.
blow it before it gets over the country. Like, yo.
That's funny.
So
they've been tracking this balloon for how long?
Yo, so according to Chili McFreeze, America gets the
dummy. Yeah. I fucks with that one too, though.
It's crazy.
Yo.
It's not a bad take.
Oh man, that was good. Jimmy, the super intern, who you got?
I'm going with myself.
Okay, explain.
Dusted an unreasonable amount of money.
So I'm gonna let y'all know on his PTO time. I'm gonna explain it to you. Yeah. Paul, listen.
No, I still got no.
Oh, you listen,
but a portion of it.
Listen.
And I ran up a portion and then dusted that.
Jimmy, don't
the
go
man,
back,
the man
Jimmy.
was up. The man was up like 12-5 and came home.
Wow, bro.
Don't go back, Jimmy.
So yeah, you gotta hold that.
Dummy. Yeah.
Let's learn this lesson.
Oh, Jimmy.
Yo, these candidates are amazing.
Yo,
right now.
today's the Hall of Fame of dummies.
About this shit.
Nicole, who you got?
I was going to say for different reasons. I was going to say most Americans, because there was a poll I saw this morning on the news, and it was reasons why you're excited for the Super Bowl. And it was like snacks, the halftime show, commercials in the game, and everything else got a percentage but the game.
Yo, that's but that's what it is. Like, people are so involved with the Super Bowl now,
Rihanna.
and it has nothing to do with the game. You know what I'm saying? They don't care. They care about the people talking about Rihanna halftime show and commercials and all this other stuff. Nobody cares about the Chiefs.
Who's performing with her?
ASAP Rocky.
Right. Nobody cares.
The baby.
So yeah, definitely those people that did the poll get the
Dummy. Yeah.
Who you got, Al?
You already know.
I don't know. You need to speak.
Philly.
Philly gets the dummy of the week?
No.
So Al gets the dummy of the week. So Al gets the dummy of the
Al
week.
gets the dummy of the week. I don't know who gets the dummy of the week.
Okay, so we gonna give it to Al because he made history on the pod today. He ate chicken and didn't think that the bag was gonna make any noise and didn't think that he was on camera when the camera is pointing right at him. Dummy!
Yeah.
He gets the Shannon Sharp Award.
Yo!
These candidates are amazing.
Legend this week, bro. Six, who you got?
I'm gonna have to go with the America theme, son. I'm gonna have to stick with
You gotta
it.
steal it?
I got to, cause one day we crying over the price of eggs, and then Beyonce drops concert tickets. And then now we outside,
Bro.
That's
Who said that
crazy,
last
fam.
week? Who said the Beyonce tickets last week? Somebody. Oh, I think Al said it last week, didn't he? Not you. Chili McFreeze.
But even with the egg thing, there's a bar in Soho. If you bring them a carton of brown eggs, you get a free martini.
Wow.
It's just like
It's getting crazy out here.
Yo, that's going right for the water, man.
Yeah, well, listen, we can be able to come in here every week and say America can get this because there's something that goes on every week, bro.
Yo, it don't make sense.
Yo, so
America, the sitcom.
All of those were really good. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think this is probably the greatest list of dummies for the week that we've done so far. I got a couple to add. May I have the drum roll, please? And the first winner for Dummy of the Week, Ja Morant.
Oh yes.
Ja Morant gets my first
dummy. Yeah.
Because, correct me if I'm wrong. He plays basketball, right?
Not a basketball player.
Plays basketball.
Yeah.
He's very good at basketball.
Very good.
Just got the bag from Memphis. $200 million. What makes you think?
From Nike.
Right. Got the bag from Nike. Exactly. What makes you think that you're a gangster?
These guys be confused, man. It don't make no sense.
Oh, here's the thing. All right. We all know that everybody got a story. Everybody got an origin story. You got where you come from, whatever. But there's a code, bro, where the dude that ends up being the athlete, gangsters got to protect that dude.
Yep.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
They got to make sure that he's good, that he don't get involved with that nonsense. But according to Josh people, no. They want to bring the smoke to the court. You're not about that life. If you really want to be about that life, then the NBA they can be able to go ahead and investigate you and find some stuff on you that you don't want, and you ain't gonna have that bag no more. We seen what happened to Michael Vick, and he wasn't even about that life. They got him for some
And that's
dogs.
if he's lucky. I was gonna say that's if he's lucky.
That's if he's lucky.
Cause you pointing lasers at the team
you got
bus?
lasers. You got dudes pointing lasers at teams. Like you over here talking to people on IG. Like somebody says something to you, and then your counter was, well, you can get a hollow for free.
Yeah.
Like yo,
you don't
who
know what a
are
hollow
you?
to feel like or something. Like,
Who
you're
are
bugging,
you?
bro.
That's crazy. Talking spice.
That man's wilding.
Like I'm gonna look into the camera right now, and I'm sure he's not gonna watch my pod. I'm
Show
sure
your
it's
face,
not,
brother.
I'm sure it's not gonna go viral. I'm gonna just say it for my own purposes. You play ball. You're not a gangster. There's gangsters out there that play ball, but they don't get to this level. You're not a G. You're not a gangster. You're not about that particular life. You make a living playing hoops. Because at the end of the day, if you not playing hoops, you're not funding those gangsters back home.
Mm-hmm.
You're not funding that entourage back home. And what do you think happens to you? Interesting. Interesting when your level of importance is not there anymore. I wonder what happens to Ja Morant.
Mm-hmm.
I know what happens. I've seen it happen before, right?
Mm-hmm.
We all know what that is. You just the fundraiser. That's all you are, bro. You the fundraiser to make them be able to get in those particular circles and shake hands and bump shoulders with certain people that they would never bump shoulders with. All you are is a gatekeeper, and you don't realize that. You come from a good father, raised you right. Don't be an idiot. It's simple. The NBA is giving you money for your talent. Simple.
Even if
Just
you were a gangster before,
it's over.
Recognize where you at now.
It's over.
Recognize where you at now.
AI came from Newport News, Virginia. One of the slums of the slums. You don't think that AI's about it? He never brought that stuff to the NBA. Steven Jackson comes from that type of life. He never brought that to the NBA. Matt Barnes, Ron Artest, Lamar Odom.
But he defended himself.
Nah, but that's one thing to defend yourself. But they didn't bring goons. They didn't bring goons to the court. They never did that.
Lamar Odom never did that shit.
Nobody has ever done that.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So for you to try to put an image out there that's not you, bro, I look right through that. That's not you. I know gangster dudes. You ain't one of them. You just a ball player, fam. So just keep doing that. So John Moran, you can have that.
Dummy, yeah.
But there's more.
Here comes a new challenger.
I've had it with culture. I've had it with our culture. I've had it. I am done. I am finished. This is it for me. I'm off the train. Whatever y'all on, whatever the hip hop nation is on, whatever the sneaker culture is on, whatever the young people's on, whatever everybody want to be on, I'm out. I'm out. These red shoes, the big red shoes that they doing.
You see the low cuts?
Yeah.
They got the lows.
Hold on. They got the boys.
Yo,
that's the Astro boys,
bro. But here's the funny part about it. Here's the funny part about it. There's a video out there of this dude. He had his Astro boys on.
Trying to take him off.
He couldn't take him off.
I saw that. Yeah.
He had like 2 or 3 guys trying to pull him off his feet.
He got the wrong size.
Nah, bro. There's a couple of videos like that. You can't take them off. People struggling.
I'm telling y'all, I say it every week. I'm waiting for Mars to open up. I'm done. I'm done with y'all. Like, how is this possible? Like, how, what? Explain.
Everybody in the anime now. That's all it is.
Everybody into something, bro.
They seen Kanye in those black ones.
Yo, you know what? But I'm happy that Kanye didn't do it.
If Kanye would have did it,
it'd have been a travesty.
Nah, Adidas would have jumped back in.
Facts.
Yo.
Facts.
And Adidas took that loss. Can I have a Kanye moment? I mean, are you dummy or I don't want to?
Go ahead.
Adidas just announced that they lost $1.3 billion in dropping Kanye.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they can eat a little bit.
They can eat a little bit of that. Thank you.
That's good.
So, but going back to this Astro Boy crap, like, what are we doing? Like, I remember a time where we grew up where things was just cool, son.
Mm-hmm.
Like, life was okay. Like, we had a couple of old heads say some wild stuff. There was some wild TV shows on TV. You know, we had cartoons that used to, promote weed and drugs. Those were fine. But what are we
doing?
What are we doing?
I got a question. Say you go to a Comic-Con, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm. And you see them big red shoes. They the Astro boys now.
But that's the place for them.
You copping them?
But that's
in the Comic-Con.
But that's for Comic-Con.
But what I'm saying,
see what you're saying.
But that's what I'm saying. That's in. But that's
in
the
Homer Simpsons. Then
that's in context of where you're at, right? That's the outfit. People are wearing these outside like regular.
Bro, it's the same.
Calling them drip.
Nah, come on.
Calling them drip.
But it's the same thing. Like chicken and bathing shoes.
No, it's not.
Chicken and bathing.
No, it's not.
Bro, it's the same thing, bro.
Oh. Nah.
Dummy.
That ain't
cop it in the Comic-Con, bro. What you gonna say?
Yeah, but the chicken and bathing suit is on the beach.
What is he talking about over there?
Yeah, but if you wear it with a pair of,
but because they tie it with fashion is a problem. But if I wear it out of Comic-Con, you gonna see I'm cosplaying.
Yeah.
That's cosplay,
nigga.
Hey, listen.
If I wear a Halloween costume on Halloween, I'm good. If I wear a Halloween costume on February 15th, I look crazy.
Bro, if I show up to your wedding,
they're gonna take you to the hospital.
If I show up to your wedding in a white Batman uniform, I'm Jaden Smith.
Right.
Why the fuck am I wearing that to your wedding? Not in all white.
Listen, I'm gonna get out of here before it goes left. So
It's already left.
it definitely is already
Off the
left.
rails, my nigga.
So Ja Morant and every idiot that wears those Astro Boy shoes, y'all are the biggest losers, but y'all are winners today for Dummy of the Week.
Dummy, yeah.
Claw, what is the kind word of the week?
The kind word of the week plays off the dummy of the week, and it's just to never be Drake. And I mean that for the reason of, yo, Fam has a deposition right now that he has to testify into that XXX case off some rap shit he said.
Crazy.
He won't win in that.
You don't think?
He won't win in that.
I heard the bars too.
The bars are crazy. Right? Part 2 is that you knocked up a porn star. I like Mia Khalifa.
She's weird though, bro.
But I'm not gonna knock her up, and I'm gonna make sure that I've seen the videos. I'm not gonna put myself in a position.
You know who else was having time with that?
I didn't hear that.
Deshaun Watson.
Even better.
And
Like off rip, yeah.
And Deshaun Watson didn't even do.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like the goal is to never be Drake, and at the end of the day, the cringeworthy shit is just starting to ploy out. And hey, this shit might be up, and this sync might be happening now, and this is where we are right now.
It's possible.
Take my advice.
It's possible. Good advice by Claw. Yeah, I mean, listen, Casso, appreciate you coming through.
Mm-hmm.
Big Phil.
Glad to be.
You already know.
Chili McFreeze.
Yes, sir.
Mr. PTO Jr. Great time. The super intern blowing 15,000. Nicole on the ones and twos. Yo, this pod is legendary. I'm telling you.
Yo.
This one is legendary.
Fly like an eagle.
Yo. Yo, Chili McFreeze, say a song. I wanna go. Six, I appreciate you.
Always, brother.
Al.
I do.
Yeah.
It's murder.
Until next week, stay safe, stay cool. Peace.
My son is the champ, so get over it.